Is that the tragedy for you that people are not saying tsunami?
Well, that's a minor one, but
sure.
it drives me up the wall when I hear tsunami.
Hey, by the way, I do want to wish Richard Christie a happy birthday. It was his birthday on Friday.
Happy birthday.
I heard, were you invited to Richard Christie's wedding?
We have been.
Are you going?
We are going to be able to because we're doing a workshop of allegiance at exactly that time. So it worked out wonderfully.
Someone told me Richard was going to ask you to marry him.
Oh,
did you hear that?
No.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
To officiate?
That was the buzz that I heard around here.
I have not heard that buzz.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
No.
I'd be happy to if...
You're not ordained, right? You'd have to go out
I'm a Buddhist. If he wants a Buddhist ceremony.
Richard, why do you have to bother George with... You know, I notice a lot of people...
I hadn't heard this.
I got to tell you something. A lot of people around here bother the guests. Like, I heard a rumor that George was nudged by Steve Langford that his daughter is going to interview George for a school project.
Oh, she did.
Well, I love Steve. Don't get me wrong, but around here, can we just leave the fucking guests alone? I mean, honestly, George isn't going to be able to say no because he thinks it's going to affect his relationship with me.
But it's I don't feel like I'm a guest. I feel like I'm a member of the family.
Well, you are a guest. I hate to tell you, you're not a member of the family.
I'm shattered. Absolutely shattered.
You can't be a member of this family.
No, but I mean,
I feel so isolated now.
No, I just don't want the guests being nudged. I mean, I think it's really sweet that Steve Langford's daughter has a school project. But you want to know something? George isn't here for that, and he's not going to say no because Steve spent a week with George going back to his old haunts and doing a whole special with him.
Right.
So George feels
Not
like...
my old haunts.
Well,
we were imprisoned there.
Well, that's a haunt. That's haunting. Yeah, they went. They did a whole Japanese internment special and all of that.
No, they're not Japanese internment camps. They're U.S. internment camps for Japanese Americans.
Well, you know what I'm trying to get at.
When you say Japanese internment camp, you'd think the nation of Japan.
George, what I'm trying to say is, Steve did this whole special with you and spent a week with you, and what happens is on what fucking basis would Steve Langford bother this man?
Well, many journalists asked me to do that.
I don't care. The guys who work for me should not...
No, he's not talking about you doing the special.
I'm talking about the daughter bothering me.
Oh.
Listen, you're a sweet man.
I do that for a lot of people.
No, I know you do, but you don't have to do that here.
Right,
and I don't want you bothered and asked. Listen, I've got 3 daughters. I don't ask... George Takei or any guest to sit there and do an interview with my daughters. My daughters are grown women now.
But they went to school and they had projects.
I would feel as if I was putting someone out. Sometimes I think just having George get up and doing our show is putting him out. So I would not ever think about doing this to this human being. And I don't know why people... Like, Steve doesn't know...
They have gone out to dinner, from what I understand.
I don't care.
So you don't consider that now their personal relationship?
Listen, the only reason Steve knows George Takei is because of our show. Mm-hmm. And asking George to sit down with your daughter for a school project, you know what? Let his daughter go out and find somebody of interest in the community. She doesn't need to be a superstar and interview a guy from Star Trek. Now, give me a fucking break. I mean, it's ridiculous. And the reason that George is giggling is because he agrees. And he's too kind to say
Richard? Richard and George also socialize.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, this was going to be something we were going to ask George over dinner, but Will, I guess, spilled the beans about it.
That's right.
But
really?
there's zero pressure. If we would be honored.
There's zero pressure for you. For him, there's pressure because he has to sit there and go, look.
Well, I feel comfortable with Richard to say I won't be able to do it because I'm here for a workshop and I'll be working on that all during, the 2 weeks prior.
Yeah, and that's totally fine.
Okay,
that's totally fine.
He shouldn't have to answer you. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you want George to do the wedding
just because
because it's fun.
Well, yeah, it's fun, and he's got a great voice, and we're very good friends with him.
I know. It's all fun and games. Get a friend of yours.
You had somebody fun at your wedding, Mark Consuelos.
And that's what's going on here. Mark Consuelos married us, and I know you want the same thing. But listen, calm down. The reason you know this man is because of the show. Okay?
But
Don't sit there and go in your hillbilly way. Howard Deedy. Now I can do it.
But I owe a little bit of
get that Conehead in Cambria to marry you. Your favorite
Conehead.
or whatever his fucking name is. What is it? Conehead and
Coheed and Cambria.
Coheed and Cambria. Get them to marry you.
Yeah. Maybe we will.
Yeah.
But I. In sort of a way, George is here because of me, too. I remember I pitched him at a meeting.
And you're only here because I'm insane, okay? So just remember that.
And I thank you for having me.
Right, now get out of here and leave everyone alone.
Okay.
All right, good. And go back and make phony phone calls. I haven't seen any new ones in a while. I want to see 3 a day.
We got a brand new one that you loved that you only played once.
It's true.
Yeah.
But that was last
And
week.
we got a new one we're editing for this week,
right.
too.
Now
Should
you're
have it
talking.
by tomorrow.
Quickly
Okay.
go at it. You're wasting time. He's busy plotting that wedding ad.
Oh, I didn't know that there was such a plot about to be hatched.
Well, I heard that you're getting. You see what I mean? Richard asked for the wedding. Steve Langford's daughter. I mean, Steve is a nut to think that that this is an appropriate request.
When did he ask? Did he ask?
Where is he? Is he here?
Quite some time ago.
Where is Steve Langford? I want to
Was
yell at him.
it during the special or?
No, it was, about, I think he talked to Brad about a month ago.
You know, sometimes it's really great to let your kid go find someone on their own. That's sort of the project. Daddy doesn't have to step in and prove what a big superstar he is, delivering the guy from Star Trek. It's fucking annoying.
So he actually called Brad and made the request.
Right.
Wow.
It was scheduled.
Hello, this is Steve Langford from Howard 100 News. Brad, I know this is a terrible imposition, but, my son, my daughter...
I was happy to... I get a lot of those
you're
requests
happy.
from
I get
friends.
it. I get it. And you know what? They should leave you the fuck alone.
Yeah, well...
You know what? My email is filled with requests for everything from all my friends, my so-called friends.
Right. And you don't honor them.
A lot of them I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even respond. I can't respond to all
I get
the
a lot of
requests.
those, from total strangers over the internet.
And unfortunately, you've met the people here.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. I know because of my relationship, suddenly George is on the phone with Steve Langford's daughter. And don't think I don't know that. And I don't know why more people around here don't know that. It's just inappropriate. But what can I tell you? Steve's not here?
I'm a nice guy,
Yeah, you're too nice, and I am too.
What?
Oh, he's on his way down. I know I'm going to get worked up. Keep me calm, Robin.
All right.
And you know how to do. And you know how to do it.
I think George
I
would be really good at keeping you calm.
Better you keep me calm.
Actually, I'd like to touch. I am tactile.
You know how you were telling me how you banged women and also men, and it's like I was reading the New York Times yesterday. There was an interview with a woman who she was with a woman a long-term relationship, 2 women. All of a sudden they break up. She decided to date guys, and now she's married to a man after a 15-year relationship with a woman. There's truly I used to think there's no such thing as bisexuality. Now I'm starting to think there is.
I think there is. I mean, the human animal has a lot of senses. And
do you consider yourself bisexual?
I was, but now
You're gay.
I think I'm monosexual.
Yeah.
Just one sex. Brad.
You're Brad sexual.
Yeah. We've shared so much in common. We've been together for 24 years, and that I value that.
Right.
It's something that's very precious to me.
But the thought of screwing a woman right now is kind of nauseating.
Or
right?
any other person.
Yeah. Where is my...
This, I think, is in and of itself a news story.
Yeah.
Langford will not come back.
Why?
You're kidding.
He refuses to come back.
Why?
He says this topic is off limits.
Why? Why is it off
I think
limits?
because it involves his kids. He said, your kids are off limits.
Wait
not
a
about
second.
his
I'm not talking
child.
about his kid. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about him arranging for an interview with a guest of mine.
I was surprised. He gave me the hand. I'm like, Steve, you of all people? And he goes,
Steve
this is
knows.
different.
Steve, this is not different. This is not talking about his daughter. I'm not talking about his daughter. I'm
You're
talking about
him making the request.
Right.
But I just went directly. He's sitting in his chair, and he's not coming in.
He's got to come in eventually. Because you got to do the news.
Yeah, send him in for headlines.
And George is here all week, so even if he's not coming in
You see,
today.
that logic, hiding behind the fact that he did it for his daughter and then saying, I'm not going to talk about my daughter, where I'm not talking about his daughter, is ludicrous. He's hiding because he doesn't want to hear my opinion on this. If he wants to be mature about it.
He did say point well taken. That's what he told me.
Oh, he did. Okay, so he gets it.
I think.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better to hear him say point well taken?
Yes.
Yes.
He can't come in and do that.
Point well taken. He should not be bothering. I don't care.
You know, I feel
substitute the
awkward.
word daughter for wife or whatever. I don't care who it is. Cousin,
neighbor.
Here I am in the middle
friend.
of all this, and it was a pleasure. I mean, he's got a charming little girl.
All right, you can. Okay, you're missing the point too.
No, I got it.
I'm
I
not
got
sure
it.
you're all there.
I'm just trying to defend.
It's two people who aren't all there.
I think it's really funny that Steve Langford won't talk about this.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody has said to him, Steve, I don't want to talk about something, we have to do the news.
This is a news
We
story.
have to do the news.
Howard, you should glare at him like he does to us when he.
Right? Yeah, you just stare at him. You're so right.
Howard, he'll be in a half an hour to do the news.
Did you? I know, and that's what I'll ask him about. I will confront him.
Don't ask, just glare.
Glare.
I'm sure you heard Howard's comments
Yes,
just now.
absolutely.
Where do you stand? What's your defense in
Well,
this?
as I said to Gary just a moment ago, point well taken. Fine. Done deal. However, discussing people's daughters, young daughters, on the air, I don't think so.
But I don't think the issue is more so about your daughter or young daughter as
Well,
it is.
that's what got raised. and
Well, I think it's the
that's not
subject of asking George
What's
a
good
favor.
for the goose is good for the gander.
But it's just the concept of asking George a favor. I think Howard was more
Absolutely.
pointing to.
Point well taken.
Do you think? So you think he's right? You think that
No, I don't
perhaps
think he's right, but if that's the way he wants to do it, that's fine.
But why not come back and discuss that subject? Not so much.
Because there's a hypocrisy here about certain things that are off limits.
So are you saying certain things are off limits for Howard, but
Yes,
but
absolutely.
now that it's the tables have turned and it's your turn to go in,
Yeah.
so you basically more so have a problem with Howard would be unwilling to discuss something like this.
We would never, in a million years, raise those kind of subjects.
So are you worried that this might hurt your credibility this week? Do you think you might have a tough time with interviews, that people are going to now say, Steve, no, I won't talk, you didn't talk?
If you want to talk about somebody's young kids, we certainly don't cover that.
Okay, sir. I see you are unwavering on your stance.
No, listen, that's the way he wants to do it. It's fine. I understand. Absolutely.
But the same rules apply to you as well. Level playing field. It's the American way. Richard, is it frustrating or disappointing to you when Howard criticizes you using the show, so to speak?
No, I'm used to it by now. I'm used to the criticism. I've been here almost 7 years. It goes with the territory.
So why did you still decide to ask George, or why are you still planning?
Well, we
on
weren't even for sure that's just somebody we had in mind that'd be, a great person to do it, because we're not doing a religious wedding, and we probably just have one of our friends do it. So I guess next in line will be Lisa or Greg Carmel, the cameraman.
I'm excellent. I'm actually ordained online, so.
I am too. I'm a Dudist priest. I'm ordained at the Church of Lebowski, and I can actually marry people. So, Sal and I are available to marry people now.
You abide?
The dude abides. We'll abide your wedding.
Good luck with that. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you.
All right. Any apprehension from your part in seeing, one of your best buddies get married? You don't seem to be too high on the subject of marriage and the concept of marriage these days.
Listen. Everybody's different. It's all peaks and valleys. That's the way marriage works. He's getting married. Right now, he's in that mode of peaches and cream. Everything's going to be fantastic. And you know what? I hope it stays that way for the rest of his life.
But do you see your friend headed towards a multi-car pileup right now?
Listen, if somebody's going to jump, you can only get so many cops to say don't do it. They're going to jump. That's it. I just hope that when he lands, it's going to be on something nice, soft, and cuddly. for the rest of his life. I'm very happy for him, and I think Kristen's a phenomenal girl. So, and you know, to me, Richard's already married. He's married to me. He's my wife. He's the wife I always wanted. So, I look at his marriage almost like as a roommate, and I'm the real husband, and he's my real wife.
She's just going to keep him warm at night. That's
As
it.
long as she makes him happy, and I know she will, because she's a great girl, and he'll make her happy.
You just know that every morning around 5 he returns to you.
Absolutely. He gets all cleaned up, relieved, whatever he needs to do is done, and he comes to me fresh, squeaky clean, and ready to roll. Smelling like a rose. Dipped in dog shit.
You know, I tried on April Fool's, Robin. You thwarted me. But I tried on April Fool's to start an April Fool's joke where I was replacing Charlie Sheen on 2.5 Men. It lasted all of 10 seconds. As Robin goes, oh, this is April Fool's. Fred
should have told.
Fred said to me over the weekend, he said, you know, it would have been better if you had like Steve Langford come in and report that he heard a rumor about it.
Right,
and then I could have been somewhat
Would have
caught.
thrown everybody off track.
Meanwhile, how good an idea is that? I'd be terrific. If I do say so myself. I'm not taking over.
The thing is, people can't believe it because you're so needed here.
But believe me, I got news for you. I ain't doing anything. I do this show and I do Howard TV. God bless, and that's that.
Well, that's why I said it was a joke.
Yeah, people know that.
I told Robin I read a script that was pretty good, and they offered me this movie role, and I like doing that.
Oh, you should have.
No, I'm not going to do it. I've been thinking about it. I
You
don't
should
want to
do a movie.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Why?
Because, you know what? I'm not an actor. I do enjoy the process of being in a movie, but...
Well, you bring your personality. Most movie stars are that.
I don't know that I could do this role either because it involves me like getting into some... Not pornographic, but like a heavy sort of make-out petting scenes with this chick who's obviously a hot chick. It's a movie, and she plays a hot chick. And I'm just wondering, I think Beth would freak the fuck out.
Did you discuss
She
it
has
with her
to
at
know.
all?
Yeah, I discussed it with her. She goes, all
what'd
right.
she say?
She goes, I know what I got to do. That was that. I mean, I said, but honey, it's
You're
a movie.
acting. You're acting.
She knows me. I ain't no actor.
There's no acting when you're kissing somebody. That's
she
a real
knows
kiss.
me. When I kiss, I got news for you. I don't know about. I mean, I don't know what in some of your movies. I don't know if you did anything romantic. Did you ever do a romantic scene in a movie?
Oh, I've kissed on screen. Yes.
Yeah, but those were girls. Do you ever kiss a dude in a movie? And I'll
Well,
bet
you'd
you
really
what.
get
I
excited.
bet you if I were given that opportunity, I'd do it, and Brad would probably understand.
And yeah, he might understand, but you get a boner, you'll probably end up in the dressing room with this guy blowing you.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Bullshit.
I would not do that.
You know what? Sometimes things
I
happen.
am an actor.
Yeah.
You've
I can
never
create
been,
the illusion.
George, you've never actually had this happen to you.
That's right.
So how do you really know
All
how
I know
you would
is
react?
on Private Parts, I did a couple of scenes with Mary McCormick where there was no kissing involved in the script, no making out, no feeling up. I made out with her and felt her up anyway.
Every time?
Every time.
And you can see the
On
surprise
screen.
on
On
her
screen.
face.
On screen.
Yeah, you could see the look.
You're an actor. You were acting.
I was like, fuck that. I got a chance here to do something with a hot chick. Why not? Why shouldn't I do it?
Absolutely.
And I popped a real boner when I was in the bathtub with that naked girl, Melanie Good.
Yeah.
I popped an actual fucking boner.
Of course you would.
Yeah. So what am I going to tell you? I was all worked up.
But
So if he'd been kissing her,
But your
and
soul
he was in
wasn't
his
there.
underwear,
Well, my soul was there. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. I'm an actor, but my penis is an actor.
your penis is a real.
My penis is for real. My penis don't know I'm acting. No, I better left not doing it. You want to know something? The truth? I love that woman so much that I could do the movie and not think twice about it. But I don't know. She would probably freak out because you know what? I got news for you. If she took on a role something where she's making out with some dude, it would bother the shit out of me.
And you know, you're not just kissing them once.
You know,
Right.
There's take after take
Yeah.
and setups and reshoots.
and that's why it's not sexy.
Please.
You know what? On tomorrow's
with
show,
about 30 people
bullshit.
watching you.
Tomorrow's show, I'm bringing in this guy. He's 25 years old.
Yeah.
He's going to do a love scene with you. You're both going to have your shirts off.
bed.
It's a script. I'm going to give you the script. You'll read it. And then it'll cause for you both to take off your shirts. He's very muscular, this guy I have in mind for the part. And you're going to rub each other's chests and make out.
I will tell Brad tonight,
Right.
and I will tell him I'm
Tell him.
acting, and it will not be consummated.
Yes.
I am going to be acting, and
Yeah.
yes, all right, bring it on.
And then he's going to
Bring
cut
him
his
on.
dick off. And Anyway, it's going to be a great movie. It's George. It starts out, George is in an internment camp. But it's like Animal House. It's a fun internment camp, like Hogan's Heroes kind of thing.
Well, they're breaking out. It's like that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's World War II.
Break out together.
George is in Arizona. The guards love him, and one of the guards falls in love with George.
And it's hot there, so we take our shirts off.
That's right.
It's sweaty.
And then you have to
know
wrestle.
What we have to do? We have to put a meter on George to see if he's acting or if this is real.
Well, as Howard said, I can be acting, but there's certain anatomical things that don't know that.
And Brad will tell you he's acting when he's on the phone to his attorney. Anyway, so Charlie
Can I bring, I was going to say Artie, Brad here?
Yes.
And have him be witness to it?
That's right. I want him to watch.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's great. In this one scene I want you to do, this is where you blow the guard to get a weekend pass from the camp. And you have to really...
he will not allow that.
No, he won't. The guy won't come. It just, just kiss it a few times. And then the guard goes, "Oh, you think you can blow me and get a secret pass? That's it for you." Then he ties you up naked and he sticks an eel in your ass.
This is the Howard Stern Show.
By the way, these two characters who haven't cracked a smile since they've been in here, they won the right to sit in and watch our show. They gave money to charity. You guys there?
Yes, sir.
I got to tell you something. You two are the two worst guys I've ever had sit in this studio watch me. Ever since you walked in, I've been waving to you. I've been smiling at you. And the two fucking guys stand there like you're FBI. What do you guys do for a living that you're so goddamn serious? What are you? Seriously, what?
I'm a contractor. I build houses.
Well, what are you so miserable about?
I'm not miserable.
I'm a performer. When we see guys like you staring at us, you gotta get into it a little bit. What's the matter with you?
Well, I didn't mean to make you nervous.
Yeah, you're making me feel awful. And what's your job?
I co-founded 100 Contacts.
100 Contacts. What's that?
The thing where you call and you get your contacts sent to you.
Contact lenses. That's good. Now that's good. Who wants to go for their contact lenses?
That's a brilliant idea. You must be incredibly wealthy.
No wonder you're staring at me like I'm from Mars. Probably got those contacts in, that's all. Well, this is Craig and John, and you donated money, and you also got the right to sit at the Knick game with Fafa Fui last night and Fred Norris.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
And the Knicks made it into the playoffs.
I know, that's
a miracle. For the first time in years.
That's a miracle. I'm so happy.
Since 2004.
What was it like sitting with Fafa Fui and Fred? Did they talk to you?
Absolutely.
They did.
Fantastic.
You had a good time.
Fred talks.
Well, Fred's weird. Sometimes he doesn't talk, and then when he starts talking, he won't shut up. So you sat there, you talked to them, and you had a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are great interviewers.
Sorry.
I think they were enjoying themselves last night at the game.
Yeah, are you guys nervous or something?
I'm a little nervous.
You're a little nervous, okay. Because I never seen anybody with just a blank stare like you. I mean, seriously.
Is Fred implying that they might be hungover?
I saw one of the gentlemen, who shall remain nameless, but was imbibing quite freely with the beer.
Who was imbibing?
Mr. 100 Contact. But he can do that. He's the CEO of the company.
After spending the night with Fred and Gary, Baba Buhai, if you could only be with one of them, who would you be with? Who is your favorite? And I'll go to Craig first.
I go with Fred.
Fred.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because he didn't say much.
There you go.
Maybe Fred couldn't talk. Gary talks a lot. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Gary talks a lot.
he doesn't get it. He doesn't. He's like a woman, right?
Yeah, I was lucky because I was on the end, so he took the brunt of the talking.
And is it mostly like nonsense talk? Like
no, it was, just chatter.
Yeah, he knows about everything, right? He's
like, yeah.
Oh, this reminds me of the time. Did you know the Knicks did this? Yeah, my boy Lucas plays basketball too. It's always a constant dialogue, right?
Yeah.
Would you rather have Gary not been there and just gone with Fred?
No. I had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was a good game, too.
Yeah, it was a really good game.
John,
it's hard to watch the game and sit with those guys at the same time because it's really loud. It's a sporting event.
Right.
And you want to see the game.
Right.
At the same time, you want to talk to those guys, but you can't really have a conversation. So.
Well, Gary should understand that. I mean, he's talking through the whole game, right?
Kind of.
What is he talking about?
Guy talk.
Guy talk.
Basketball.
You know, I know you guys probably saw my pitch at Shea Stadium, but I gotta tell you, I do know a lot about sports. Did you read my book?
Absolutely.
You did? Did you know my father's name was Sally Fu? That was his nickname?
Sally Fu could have been a gangster, but he took the straight and narrow path.
John, did you agree that Gary would be the guy you wouldn't want to be? Like, you'd rather be with Fred?
No, they were both great.
They were both equally great?
Yes.
All right, well,
He's a diplomat.
When you got to the part of my book with the lists, did you enjoy it?
Oh, absolutely.
You did? Howard made fun of me. But I know it set a tone for the book.
I understand that you're from Utah. Now, which disc would you take back to Utah with you?
Wait, if it only was anything like that.
They said you didn't shut up.
No, he said I didn't shut up, and I hardly talked to him the whole game. He was 2 seats away. Nobody could hear anything.
He says you didn't shut up.
No, John was sitting
What,
next
he's lying?
Yeah.
Not lying.
He doesn't say a fucking word. Like talking to a fucking Mount Rushmore over
Because
there.
the guy wants to watch the game. He's a man.
I was talking to John, right?
Yes.
He was talking to John sitting next to me, and he had a lot of questions about the show, which I graciously answered.
Right.
We hardly got to talk, except when John got up to go to the bathroom.
He said you didn't shut up. I'm going with him.
You should go with him. You'll be bored to tears.
Craig and John. All right. Well, enjoy the show. And Anthony, what can I do for you?
Listen, man, I got a new question for Robin.
Dude.
And possibly George. Want to know when's the last time they got their asshole licked?
George, when's the last time you had your asshole licked?
Sunday.
Oh. Well,
That's a
George
good
has had it sooner than me.
When's the last time you had that, Robin?
I can't remember.
Can't even remember. Was it really long ago?
Asshole licking?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen all the time.
You know what? I'm not much into that, but when Brad obviously
It
licks,
happens.
when Brad does that to you, do you feel obligated to lick his asshole?
No, not necessarily.
It's not quid pro quo.
I mean, it's spontaneous. You know, it's happening while we're wrestling.
Oh, he's licking and wrestling and
How does he win the wrestling match? If I know you guys like to wrestle, but how does he win the wrestling match if you're busy licking his asshole? Or if he's busy licking your asshole.
We don't stay at it. You know, it just happens while if.
So his face ends up in your ass,
you know,
and then he starts licking your asshole.
It's just in passing.
Right.
It's a little sign of affection.
When you do that, though, that's a heavy taste. I mean, that's a thick.
No, we're clean.
Yeah, but I don't care how much you
they
clean.
shower first.
Yes.
You remember.
When he licks it, though, does he get in there and get the sphincter, or
No.
What?
Just
What?
Just a swipe?
Yes.
Swipe. Swipe. I could use a swipe myself.
You guys had a good time in there today?
Yeah, it was fine.
You afraid you might have stepped on Gary a little bit, or is it?
No, yeah, he misunderstood it a little bit. All I was saying is I heard him and John talking the whole time. It wasn't anything big, but I could hear him. It was loud at the game, so I couldn't really contribute to the conversation at all.
But you don't feel slighted, or that Gary was talking John's ear off and not yours?
No, not at all. It was John's gig. He sat next to Gary. I was on the other end.
So you expected to be sort of on the periphery.
Yeah. I was on the peripheral, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So.
Now, did you guys envision talking with Howard on the air today, or were you expecting a more laid-back sit-in?
Well, typically when people come in for charity things, he talks to them a little bit, so I expected it.
You knew what to anticipate for this.
Yes.
Worth the auction, though? Worth everything, every penny and all that?
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. It was a great experience.
Yeah, it's
fun.
fun.
We've been listening for so long that it's fantastic to meet everybody and see what happens up here.
I was going to ask you, how does it measure up to what you listen to actually see it in front of you for your own eyes?
Well, you just get a little better feel for how the show is run. It was a great experience.
Pretty surreal.
And all the Sibian things here.
Yeah, I mean, you're right here by all the attachments. That's pretty cool. You can see some of the greatest rides that have happened.
The OJ mask, Beetlejuice. It's
all of the staples.
It's great to see it finally.
Cool. Well, thanks for stopping by, guys.
Thank you.
Now I guess it's time to face Gary in the wrap-up show.
Oh, yeah. It's just a misunderstanding, right?
As most things are around here. You feel punched in the face by the way these guys are?
I think everybody, when they get in there, they want to be a jokester. I think he's just saying whatever he could say to get a rise out of Howard. You know, he wasn't sitting next to me, and it was very loud, so it was difficult to speak at all. So I mostly spoke to John, And Fred hardly spoke to either one of them because that guy, Craig, was so far, he was 4 seats away. And, it's a weird thing when you go to something like this because it's a balance. Like, I could have not spoken to them at all, and they could have come in this morning and go, we paid $27,000 and Gary fucking ignored us. So I felt a little bit of an obligation to chat a little bit because they paid money to hang out with us.
Plus, they're asking you questions about the show.
Well, John was asking me a lot of questions about the show. That guy, Craig, he didn't really seem to know as much about the show. He's more of I think he came as a friend, so I don't think he's as big a fan.
But at the same time, you want to watch the game. You want to let them watch the game. So it's you're saying.
I don't think listen. There's a lot of downtimes, a lot of timeouts. I don't think I was interrupting during the game, and like I said, I didn't talk to him much at all because I didn't really have a clear shot at him. So when John got up to go to the bathroom twice. Again, I talked to him because it was weird. I felt like if I talked to Fred, like I was turning my back on the guy who paid money to be there. Listen, he could have come in, no matter what I did last night, he could have come in with an angle on it.
You feel they feel the need to shtick it up in front of Howard.
You know what? I got great seats to sit at that game. I had a good time with Fred. I had a good time with the guys, and that's it.
Andrew Dice Clay will stop by. He just got thrown off The Apprentice.
Yeah, we got to talk about that. Why did he bother to do the show?
First of all, Dice was maybe the worst person ever to be on The Apprentice. The guy goes on, and the idea of The Apprentice, I'm not an Apprentice watcher, but I understand the show.
Oh, you saw it now? You watched the episode?
I didn't watch the episode, but I'm familiar with it. And the fact of the matter is that the idea is that you want to become Donald Trump's apprentice.
Right.
So you have to, they needed him to raise money by selling cupcakes. Some guy's like, I'm not going to sell cupcakes.
Yeah, he couldn't wear the hat. He couldn't do the things that it would take.
He goes, I'm from Brooklyn. I don't wear that kind of hat.
I can't look like a jerk off.
Yeah.
And then it was in that sense it was funny, but you're right. He stopped playing the game.
Yeah, I mean, what is that? I mean, why go on? I mean,
it's called The Apprentice.
Right. I mean, why go on it?
You might as well call it the jerk off.
And I think for Dice, it's kind of a come down. Like, the guy was selling out Madison Square Garden and stuff. And now he's doing The Apprentice. It's had to be a tough blow for him. I think he was trying to act like he was above it.
And by the way, he says that a million times in the episode.
Is that right?
I sold out Madison Square Garden 4 times. And again, I bet Trump knows how to tweak people, and it makes it fascinating. The thing that annoys the fuck out of me, and I'm sure a lot of regular people watching it, is Trump sits there evaluating all these guys who at one point were champions in their field. Dennis Rodman.
Right.
One of the
Joan Rivers.
best rebounder of all time.
Right.
Joan Rivers, well-respected
Host
comic.
of The Tonight Show.
Right. And Rodman has 5 rings. Dice Clay, at one point the biggest comic. And it's him and his son and daughter
evaluating,
just basically laughing at these people. like Dice is trying to, Dice grew up in Brooklyn, probably not a lot of money, made something out of himself, and now he's there and he's fumbling over trying to explain himself, as is Dennis Rodman, and Trump's kids are laughing at him.
Oh no!
And they're just sort of like, well, you're not coming off well, and you don't seem like a leader, and why aren't you a leader?
Right. You're not a businessman.
It makes you want to fucking crawl through this fucking TV and strangle him.
So that'll be good to see Dice in about a half hour or so.
Yeah, we'll get his take on all that.
That's right.
How you doing, Andrew Dice Clay here on Howard TV. It's going to be another fascinating episode of Dice and Stern and the gang.
Now, what are you going to be talking about today, Dice?
Well, I'm sure I want to talk about The Apprentice. It just sort of like what's going on in the world of Dice.
Nice.
That's what I'll be talking about.
A lot of new stuff?
Yeah, I would say so.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll see you in there.
You got
it. Andrew Dice Clay is here. He is controversial again. He was on the TV show The Apprentice.
First to be kicked off.
Oh, I like those glasses.
That is no distinction to be proud of.
I gotta wear them.
Why?
No, because I got a shot in my eye for, like, fluid.
Let me ask you about that. I've heard people get a needle right in their eye.
Doesn't hurt. It's a mental thing. You go past it mentally.
But there's no physical pain when they put a needle in your eye?
Why are they shooting things into your eye?
I don't even know.
Oh, you know. Stop
I
it.
just told you.
No, you had fluid?
Fluid.
How
so
do you
it
get
drains
fluid
the
in your
fluid.
eye?
Well, that they don't know. That happens. A lot of people get it.
Is that like a glaucoma thing?
No.
Is your eye messed up?
Yeah, months ago. Like, if I closed my right eye, everybody in here would look like from another planet.
So those big glasses?
You know what I'm talking about? Like when you did the show. And serious.
Right.
That's
Well,
what it would
Trek.
make it look like. It really fucks up your head.
I don't mean to be rude. George Takei, I don't know if you know.
I know. We've met
George,
here
you've
before.
met George, yeah.
Yeah, I know everybody here.
Right.
How is everybody?
No one's all that good.
Everybody's good.
Nobody's doing all that well.
No, the book is doing great, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you happy with it?
Extremely.
Artie's eating.
He decided to have lunch while you were here.
No, I mean,
what are you eating, Artie? I mean, honestly, what is going on over there?
mozzarella and turkey. Bro.
Oh. All right.
No, thank you, man.
No, serious. I see it all over, I'm telling you. I actually go into bookstores. I don't know why. For coffee, normally.
Did you read Artie's book? Would you bother reading Artie's book?
I would read. You got one to autograph or something?
Sure, yeah.
You can't buy one?
I would. I'll give him the money if he's doing good that way.
Are you very cheap, Dice? Because Shuley claims that you called him and said, would you open up for me and do it for free for the honor of doing it for Dice?
No. He was asking for, too much for him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He got carried away.
I'll be honest. I didn't know who... I wanted another act on the show. I wanted a few comics. So they go, Shuley from the Stern Show.
So he tried to take advantage, you feel, in a way.
So I go, who the fuck is he?
Yeah, right.
I go, I know everybody in the Stern Show.
There's Shuley.
So I said, let him be happy he's actually opening the show.
Right.
And but he did a great job. He's a strong comic.
And that's not not exactly the story.
Oh, there he
Somebody
is.
called
Where'd
me.
Where'd you come from?
I flew him in.
I didn't even know he was in here.
He snuck in.
That's the eye
thing. You can't see. What is it, Shuley?
One of his people called me, and they asked me, are you available to do a show with Dice? And I
Right.
said, I am. And he says, what are you asking for price-wise, or would you like to do it for the love of Dice? It wasn't, but it wasn't him that said that.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Yeah, and
I
I said, I love Dice, but I love paying my bills, too, and I asked for some
Is
money.
it true when you open for Dice, he busts your balls? I heard what Dice likes to do with other comics is you were in the middle of your set, and Dice told
not the middle.
The beginning.
Before he even went out.
Like a minute before I go on stage.
You know how many
what did he do to you?
He comes, he pulls me aside, and he goes...
Wait, before you say, you know how, we used to do the pranks, I affect
Yes,
people?
I know, you're a prankster.
Yeah, I love doing that shit, so I don't know this guy.
Right.
I'm in Toronto,
Yeah,
you know.
who is he? Yeah.
It was my first time playing with him in Toronto.
So
And
what did you do?
So, he goes, you know what would be really great for you to do when you go out there? He goes... Ask people who's excited for Dice. Ask them who loves hockey. Ask them who's
just
from
all
Canada.
things that people would applaud, like how many people are here from Canada.
Right.
So they're going to go, yeah. How many people here love hockey? Yeah.
And he says,
because I don't know if he's got material.
Right.
You know?
Who knows?
And he says, right when they're at the peak, right when they're at their craziest, you talk about the song I'm going to come out on stage to that my kids wrote.
So you did all this?
Yeah, it was the greatest thing.
And then you bombed, right?
Well, he basically said, do it for 3 minutes, and I went out, and I ate a
it was
shit
awful.
sandwich for 3 minutes. And the funny thing
You
is,
enjoy watching
I was
a guy
on the
bomb.
floor laughing.
Is it a power game with you, Dice? You want to see if you can control the other comics?
No, it's more of I get to laugh a little because.
Well, that's what he told me backstage. He says, it's not funny to them. It's funny
did
to me.
Did I ever really care about if a crowd
Don't you
is
care
silent?
if maybe you want him to bomb so that you'll look even funnier when you come out.
No, my show is all about affecting people. It's more.
I see.
It's myself in the middle of my show, I'll come out with something I know is going to tank.
Right. Why?
So if they're really laughing, it's like I put a stop to that.
Why? But why? I don't understand. Why?
Because then I have to dig myself out.
You like the
sometimes
challenge.
you can, and sometimes you just keep bombing.
What do you mean? What would you say to an audience to bomb? I mean, what would you...
because when I came up in comedy, like Don Jameson, who also works the shows with me, like he says to me, he goes, it's unbelievable with you how you really don't care if there's any laughter in the room. He goes, I can't get to the microphone quick enough
to
hear some kind of laughter in the room.
Sure.
He goes, you walk out, you stand around for a few minutes like you're looking at the decor of the room.
Right.
Like the crowd isn't there. But that's part of what the fans that come to see me love.
It's part of the performance.
Yes.
The fact that you don't care.
So an opening act, coming out there and discussing the music that I'm going to walk out to and why this particular song is getting played and who
That's
played
funny
it.
to you.
Yeah, because the crowd's looking at him and I'm seeing this like, number one, who the fuck is this? And why is he discussing the opening song?
Howard, I come out on stage, I do the whole thing. Who loves hockey? Who loves Canada? And everybody's just ready to fucking explode.
Yeah, I
and
get
then
him
I
some craziness.
And then I go, let me tell you about the song he's coming out. And this guy yells out, get the fuck off stage!
Just fucking crickets.
and I'm like, holy shit. So here's my only punchline. I go, his son Max plays drums on it. He's been drumming since 11. That was my only punchline. And I come off stage, I'm sweating, I'm fucking just ate a shit sandwich.
But the second night, didn't you get to go out and
Absolutely.
kill?
But
I heard when you went out to do your real act, Dice marched another comedian on in the middle of your set and just told him to grab the microphone.
No, that was a different place.
All right.
The second night in Montreal, was a bigger place.
And he
He
did
had to
well.
go out and kill.
No, he let me do 15 minutes, and I killed, and he actually listened to the whole set, which was very cool, because a lot of comics don't do that, and he was...
You liked it, Dice? You liked what you heard?
Yeah, I think he's great. He's doing more shows with me. But this is the thing, the new thing I do, it's like a new thing. No, like with the comics, like there's 2 or 3 comics
All right,
on the
so
show.
it's a new thing.
So instead of just a comic finishing up, they never know
What's
when the
gonna
next
happen.
guy's coming on.
I see. Dice,
like
you're always an
rappers do
innovator.
that.
You're
how
always an innovator.
Well, I got it from the whole rap world because, like, a lot of rappers go out together, and right in the middle of one song, here comes another rapper saying, basically the same shit. And then the other guy's like, all right, I'm done for a little, all right?
All right, I'll see you later. And another guy comes
but
out.
the beauty of being a comic is the guy could be in the middle of the bit, and here comes, like, Jim Florentine, like, just walking out, because you never know when the new guy's going to come
But
out.
you would never allow a guy to come out during your set, so
Well,
you
I'm Dice. It's my show.
Come on.
Just like this is the Howard Stern show.
But you're messing with guys a little bit.
No.
Come
It's
on.
all about for comedy's sake.
All right, all
You know,
right.
and then like Jameson and Florentine wound up doing their acts together in one place.
Howard, I'm on stage at
'Cause
Governor's.
one of them walked off. I go, where you going? You guys are killing. Go back out.
Yeah.
I said to Jameson, go back out. And they stayed on for 15 minutes. And the crowd's dying from it. They're
So
eating
you're
it up.
like a producer in a sense. You make these guys even funnier.
Well, I don't look at it like a producer. I look at it like this is about laughter. It's,
I was on stage at Governor's, and the whole time I'm up there, I know Don's going to come out at some point. I don't know when.
You never know when.
And I'm after every joke, I'm looking over my shoulder like somebody's going to come and kill me.
All right.
And then I realize
it's
when
got
he's on
nothing
stage.
to do with that.
No, I'm just saying. I realize when he's on stage.
Is it like when you went to a concert in the old days and all of a sudden guest star Eric Clapton would walk out with the Beatles and play the guitar?
Yeah, but I don't think of it. I use the whole rap thing.
Okay, all right.
Instead of Eric
Shuli.
Clapton, it's Shuli.
Right, it's Shuli. Shuli, I have to see you do that now. Now I'm fascinated.
He did a great job. What happened?
I didn't tell you to leave.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you leave?
You heard the new wait a minute. Did you hear the new album?
Yes.
Tell them what you think of the new album.
What new album?
I got
Dice
a new
has an album.
Well, all right. I'll just say they could go to. It's not out. Nobody gets to hear it really.
All right.
But they could go to Andrew Dice. No, they go to AndrewDiceClay.com, and it's coming out very soon.
Does anybody buy comedy albums anymore? Is it tough
No,
to
not
market?
in stores,
No.
but all through the internet.
You
But
download.
I played it for Shuli,
And he liked it.
and I'll let him say what he thinks of it.
He mic'd it in a way where you not only do you hear him on stage doing jokes, but you hear table conversations of people that are loaded and are commenting on. It's like a DVD audio commentary with a stand-up.
Like don't know what to listen to.
Right.
But it's a very, I consider it like really a rock and roll stand-up album.
But Shuli, be honest. Some of this is humiliating to you to go out on stage and not hear any laughs. It's humiliating.
There was in my
You were
mind
being humiliated.
when he asked me to do
Why
that
would
thing
you
in
say that?
Toronto.
Well, he
Because
was
you
having a
sent him
good
out there.
time.
He
You
wasn't
weren't
having
there.
a good time. That's not what he
You
does
weren't
on
having
stage.
fun?
No.
Listen,
he wasn't. He's
if I
afraid
let
to
him
tell
say
you.
it
He
his
wants to
way.
work with you some more, so he's afraid to be
But
honest.
why would he want to work if he was getting humiliated?
Because
now I
it's
can't
work.
have him.
Work is work.
Because of you.
I felt like it was a test he was doing.
You
like
just
to see-
killed his job.
No, you humiliated him.
Yeah, well, then I can't have him.
Well,
now
that's
you can
right.
sit
If
at
he
home
came-
I
and
don't
not
want him
be
doing this.
No,
humiliated.
listen. If he came to you and said it's a humiliating experience to work with Dice, I can't have him there because that means he doesn't get the joke.
No, he didn't come to Howard and say that.
He never said anything.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
No, you don't know the
Howard is
calls.
saying this.
I'm
You don't know
saying
the
he was
phone calls he
humiliated.
gets at home.
Yeah, no one calls me.
Oh,
Trust
okay.
me.
Shuli ain't calling Howard.
Shuli, you liked it.
No, I did. I listen. I've been a huge Dice fan for many years, and
No,
it was
but
an
did we
honor
have
to work
fun,
with
the
him.
truth?
I enjoyed working.
It's hard
with
to
him.
do. It's hard to go up there and purposely bomb.
Right.
It's hard to do.
Well,
Guys,
Shuli wasn't
speaking
planning on
speaking
it.
of purposely bombing, I want to
You have
talk to
to
you
warn
about
her.
The Apprentice, which you just came off of. Now, I'm going to talk
we
some
don't need
sense to
Shuli.
you.
We don't need Shuli for this.
No,
right?
No,
Shuli's
he's
gone
gone.
already.
He's gone.
As quick
I'll
as
see
he
you
was-
later. No,
Dice,
wait. Before you get into this, I'll talk about The Apprentice. But Did he say that to you, the truth?
No, this is the first I'm hearing of it.
No, because, when he's with me, it's like he's like
said
my
he
new
had
friend.
a good time, or fire him. I mean,
No,
what
he
can I
said
do?
we became like friends.
Yeah.
No, that's our interpretation of the story. He didn't say anything.
Dice, I'm making conversation.
Oh.
Now, listen, talk to me about
That's
this.
what talk radio is.
Yeah, you went on The Apprentice, and some would say, and I might be in this camp, you went on there, and the purpose of the show is that you're trying to be Donald Trump's apprentice. I know in real life that's not your aspiration, but if
No,
you're
it's
going
not.
on the show and that's the premise, you went on and you purposely
No, that's
didn't try hard.
this is what I don't like.
You did not try
I
hard.
watched the show.
Okay.
And
what happened?
Okay, I went. What happened is I got a call the night before. They said, "Would you want to do the Celebrity Apprentice?" And these shows, today, Apprentice, Dancing with the Stars, all that. They get huge viewership.
They do, and it's a good
like
opportunity.
40 million people watching. So, as a stand-up, it's great to do a show like that. You do some charity.
Absolutely.
You get seen. It's the biggest audience. When they were airing the commercials during the Super Bowl, it's the biggest audience I was ever in front of ever on television, movies.
Sure.
And obviously we know my history. I don't got to go through that shit. But I'm saying this is a great thing. If you're in concert, let people see you on a show like this. But what happened?
But you got embarrassed. I feel this is my theory.
There was no embarrassment.
Listen.
You're doing like you did to Shirley.
No. I'm asking you. I'm making conversation.
I know, but you can't. This is what he did.
You were supposed
to sell.
Donnie
did.
You were supposed to sell a cupcake.
No, but don't go to the cupcake shit.
Go
You're
to
in the
what?
wrong spot.
What spot am I supposed to be
From
in?
the second I said hello to this fucking guy,
Trump.
Now I know Trump.
Right.
I used to do the Taj. I used to, besides performing there, I would gamble big there.
Sure, I know you're a big gambler.
And the funny thing is,
talk about how much you gamble.
I used to, I could lose
$1 million a night, right?
Well, I never lost $1 million. That was one time I lost 700,000 3 nights in a row.
On what?
Blackjack.
Blackjack.
But I would also win that much.
He bets crazy.
Yeah, I bet crazy, but I could win $500,000 in one show.
Really?
So
you're
it was like
like $700,000 in 3 days, and
no,
that was
the
the most
worst
you
lose. That was the most I lose it in.
You would bet
ever.
100,000 a hand, right?
What?
You would bet
lost it in?
You bet.
No, losed.
You bet. You would bet.
Whatever.
You would bet 100.
What's she got to say? I'm sorry.
I understood
I didn't
you.
go to Brooklyn Community College.
100.
Sorry.
You would bet $100,000 a hand, right?
No, I would bet 10 grand a hand right across the table. Take the whole table. If you double down, it's like 60 grand across the table.
Right.
And I would dare the dealer to beat me.
Right.
And
he did.
Yeah. But then I would turn it on.
Do you gamble anymore?
No, I haven't gambled or smoked in 8 years.
Yeah, because it became.
No, you just grow up, right? I was really doing it out of boredom.
Right, and you're pissing away money. I mean, that's hard-earned money.
But the thing was, it is hard-earned money, and you realize that in the long run. But, it would bounce like ping pong. The minute you sit down to gamble, to me, you're losing.
Right.
Because even if you win a lot, it's not like going on stage and doing a great show.
Right.
Like Shuley.
Right.
It's you're just getting money for really nothing. So
but why did you stop? Because you don't make the same amount of money you used to.
No.
And you said, hey, probably your accountant sat you down and said,
no, it had
listen.
nothing to do with the accountant. I just didn't want to gamble anymore. I just saw it a waste of time. Yeah,
I could believe.
Same thing with smoking.
Like,
I'm a very disciplined guy with the things I want to do.
Right.
Or not do.
That's impressive. Just to stop smoking and gambling.
I just didn't want to do it anymore. I quit smoking one time before I quit for good.
Yeah.
But that time when I quit for 18 months, and I wanted to smoke the whole time.
Right.
Because the pressure was on me, like, oh, you should quit. From doctors. So I quit, but I wanted to smoke, so I started again.
Dice.
You're not letting me finish.
All right, I have a lot of questions and I have time to consider. I need.
All right, so forget this. I quit fucking 8 years ago.
What I'm concerned about is you're going on The Apprentice.
All right, so let me tell you what happened. All right, go ahead.
My theory is.
All right, I'll let you. You want me to let you say it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
First of all, there's a school of thought
You're the host.
that you go on The Apprentice and you behave yourself to the point where at least you accept that it's a game and you want to win the game. I get annoyed when I watch, let's say, Dancing with the Stars and the guy doesn't try.
Yeah.
There was a black guy. What was his name, Robin?
He was, oh, God, what was his name?
I can't think of his name.
One of the football players?
No,
he was a rapper. And he was on Dancing with the Stars, and he refused to even put on the dancing shoes.
Master P.
Master P. He says, I'm not putting on dancing shoes. It's not cool. Master P don't wear dancing shoes. Meanwhile, you got to wear dancing shoes if you're going to dance. And if you're going to be on The Apprentice, you got to want to be Donald Trump's apprentice. Now, a lot of people have gone on these reality shows, Dice. I'm going to name a few.
It's like a school teacher.
Yeah. Mario
Does this to me all
Lopez.
the time now.
Mario Lopez. The guy's career was nothing. Went on. Now he's got a TV show. Lisa Rinna. Now she's hosting the red carpet. She's got a whole career going.
He's making like 5 figures a year.
Yeah, Jerry Springer. The guy who no one would touch him in prime time. All of a sudden, they gave him a prime time show after he was on Dancing with the Stars. If you go on there and you at least
I don't want no fucking show from this.
Yes, you
no,
do.
I
You
don't.
want something. Why did you go on then?
No,
That's beneath you.
I've been in concert for a few years again,
sure.
and that's what I like doing.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So, no. So there are things I want to do because whenever I do like a TV, like a sitcom, that kind of thing,
sure.
You know, I'm always miserable with it. I can't hang out in one of these studios all day and learn lines I don't think are funny.
Well, you were very good as an actor. I remember your movies.
It doesn't matter. It's not what I like doing.
Okay.
You know, like when I did Bless This House and I was playing the pub, I didn't like doing it.
Why did you go
when
on The
they
Apprentice
canceled
then?
it.
Why did
I'm
you go on
telling
The
you
Apprentice? Why?
Because it's huge viewership. And your fans get to see you on TV for a little while.
But it seems like you were embarrassed by the premise that you did not want to. You were like the guy who won't wear dancing shoes.
Talk.
You went on the
just
show.
Just like fucking Donnie.
Right.
Didn't. I'm telling you something. I know when
you don't
somebody's
listen.
fucking with me.
You do not listen.
No, I listen. I don't want to get mad today.
All right, go
I
ahead.
don't want to get mad. I came in. I'm in a good fucking mood. They flew me to fucking Syracuse. These assholes. The fucking pilot. I'm like, don't you know where you're going?
What pilot?
I'm going to New York.
You booked a
I'm
flight to
going
New York
Kennedy.
and he flew you to Syracuse.
No, these assholes called me the other day. They canceled the flight.
Right.
Because they go, it's snowing, that kind of shit.
Sure.
Okay, thanks for the call. Take care.
Right.
And I go back to banging, which you know, that's what I'm good at other than performing.
There's no doubt.
So now, all right, with The Apprentice, let's go back to that, right?
Right.
I'm the nicest guy in the world. You know that. And so I get the call.
I don't know that.
It's actually Rosh Hashanah Eve. No,
okay.
you do know that.
No, you're not the nicest kind of world. You have a
right, well,
very
you
intense sense of humor.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I have different humors.
You're
You don't-
funny, yes.
All right. So they call me. I got to be there. I gotta drag my dick out of my girlfriend.
Oh, come on.
No, serious.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is true.
No.
To get on a plane
I
and be
believe that.
there.
Dice.
No, serious. I'm not even kidding around.
I really want to be serious with you.
I'm being serious.
Why did you
You're not
go on
letting
The
me tell
Apprentice
the
if you didn't
story.
want to win? Why did you go on The Apprentice if you didn't want to win?
Yeah, let me tell. Because
Simple answer.
it's huge
Truth.
viewership.
Yeah, but you want to go on and play the game. No, you didn't want to win the game.
Well, you're not letting me get to that because that's what you do.
All right, go ahead.
That's the little game you play.
I don't understand it.
So,
You're
no.
We haven't gotten anywhere yet.
Because he's not letting me.
I just know he went to
The minute I-
Schenectady.
No, Syracuse. That was yesterday.
Right.
But
Okay.
then they took off and brought me here.
All right, so what happened
All
on
right,
The
so
Apprentice?
the minute I get there, okay, you know, it's like to do the press for The Apprentice.
Okay.
Like even when they call me, I said, you know, to my kids, you think I'd be good? And they're like, yeah, you know, you would do good on
Sure.
that show. You know, you're a smart guy. And I'm like, all right, you know, whatever.
Are
You know.
your kids goofing on you?
No,
like you goof on the
they know I
comedians?
could do good. I'm a pretty smart guy. Don't go
Could you
by
have won The
my
Apprentice?
language.
Could you have
I
buckled
didn't think
down?
I'd win, but I
Right.
thought I'd do real good.
So why did you
You're not
throw it
letting me-
all away? Why
Because-
did you throw it away?
Jesus fucking Christ!
We would have
I
been
try
proud
to be
of you.
nice and-
We would have been
calm.
proud of you.
You could still be proud.
No.
First person off. That's not good.
Oh, really?
terrible.
No, be the second one.
No, Dennis-
who's looking
Dennis
at the
Rodman.
second guy fired?
Dennis Rodman.
No, this is.
he beat
You want me
you.
to tell you the story?
Dennis Rodman beat you.
Yeah, so what?
Well, he doesn't
He
even
didn't
care.
beat me.
He beat you. He was there longer than you.
All right, good for him. I hope he's still there.
And if you want
What do I give a
publicity,
fuck? I couldn't give a fuck about anybody
if you want to
on
be in
there.
front of a large audience, now you're off the show. You're not in front of the audience. You had 1 week on there.
Well, how much I got to stay?
Well, come on.
No, but you're not letting me tell you what happened.
Go ahead.
All right, so I show up there
Right.
in good spirits, the whole thing. I got to shake Donnie's hand. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
All right. No one calls him
Well,
Donnie.
the people don't know
What do you-
Donnie.
Yeah, well, I'm
Donnie.
trying to help you.
Wise guy always wears tidy whities. All right, so I go over to shake his hand. You know, when you haven't seen when I didn't see you for a while, you give it like a little hug. How
Sure.
you doing, right? So he gives me one of the handshakes like he's the fucking president. This guy, like strong arm it. I'm like, all right, what the fuck is? Because I could feel it. You know, I'm not a stupid fucking guy.
You know
okay?
you're paranoid.
So no,
You
wait
mean the
a
guy
minute.
shook your hand and you're catching a vibe?
You're not letting me go on about
Well,
the
because you
story.
just said
How much you
something.
want to talk about the handshake?
No, you said you shook his hand and you could see he was doing
I
something.
didn't like it.
What
I
did
didn't
you
like
like?
it.
That he shook
I didn't
your
like
hand?
it because I was watching him say hello to other people and he was hugging them.
Oh.
Yeah, right away with
so
you.
I'm thinking,
So you think
number
he's
one, they call me last minute, okay? And I'm going, what's this? I know this guy. I might not be his bosom fucking buddy.
But you know him.
I
You
think-
worked for him.
You know, yeah, but I'm saying, you know, treat me the right way.
Right.
So now they shoot the beginning of the show. See, I'm not mad about what the show was. It's what you didn't get to see. See, what they did, they fuck with me through the whole show. And his whole angle with fucking with me was about the women thing. He was talking to me more about who I am on stage. You know, this is what was in the boardroom. See, when you see the editing and it just
But
jumps
guys,
to
that's
something,
my point.
you're not listening.
You are paranoid.
No, this is not about paranoid.
You
It's what
read
was
into
said
things.
to me. Okay.
You read into things.
All right, listen to me.
Dice.
If somebody said to you,
Go ahead.
You know, you're a fucking child molester, would that get you angry?
Yes. Did he say that?
Because,
No.
I'm using an example.
Are you a child molester? Is that what you're trying to say?
So anyway, the minute they shoot the first scene on the Intrepid, he gets off the fucking, helicopter. The cabs are not good enough for this fucking guy, right?
Right.
You know, big shot.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any money, right? I don't have Trump money, but I got money for a cab. So, so he gets, and he's greeting everybody from Rodman. For some reason, he liked kissing Rodman's ass, and I'm friends with Rodman.
Right.
You know, Dennis Rodman, who did this, Joan
else?
Rivers, who did this, Herschel Walker, like this great, ball guy.
So they
I don't
didn't
follow
treat
sport.
you with respect?
So then he looks at me and he goes, "You still like women?" You know, and you can see it in my face right there at the beginning of the show. I'm like, the fuck is this? So now
You still like women.
No, wait a minute.
That's
Wait.
insulting.
No,
That is insulting.
No, wait a
He's
minute.
implying you're
Yeah,
gay.
He didn't say anything about like who I am as a performer. That's why I did on the show because
I see.
now we're coming down the steps, and over comes Marky Burnett, another big shot.
The producer of the show, Mark
No, I
Burnett.
don't give a. You know what? You want to make movies about shows about living in the woods and eating ants? Good. You know?
Sure.
So he comes over to me and he says, "How you doing?" I say, "I want to ask you something." And Tom Green was watching this whole thing.
Tom Green, the comedian. Yeah.
He's like 10 feet away watching this. He came to my room after. He goes, "I couldn't believe that's what they got to be filming."
Yeah.
No, so I go, "Let me ask you something. Why did Trump say that thing to me up on the boat?"
Yeah.
I go, "Everybody, 5-time winner, this, that. Why didn't he look, Andrew Dice Clay, world-renowned comic, just anything like that?
Right.
Why about, he's talking about my act, like what I do in the act."
Right.
So he goes, "Oh, he's just ad." I go, "That's not an ad lib."
It's written down,
I
yeah.
go, "Is he setting me up?" I go, "Because if he is, let me just go home now." I said, "I flew in overnight." No, wait a minute.
No,
And he starts
Dice,
walking away.
I got to
Wait.
step in.
No, don't step in, because I grabbed this fucking guy and I go, "Look at me when I fucking talk to you."
You grabbed Mark Burnett?
I grabbed him right by his fucking arm. Don't
Yeah.
walk, because I don't give a fuck. I don't need no fucking show living in the fucking jungle and eating fucking worms. I go, so I don't give a fuck about you or this fucking show if you're going to look to fuck with me. What is this, fucking quiz show? I
Yeah,
go,
but
"I'm
hold it.
warning you.
Hold it.
If you fuck with me," I go, "I'm the worst guy. I got the worst fucking mouth, And he goes, "No, we wouldn't do that." I go, "Make sure." So now in the
I have
boardroom,
seen. I'm going to interrupt you. I have
you're
seen you
interrupting what you
self-destruct.
don't know.
No, listen to me.
I do self-destruct.
I saw you go on CNN.
I
you
ruin
cursed
every
out
fucking relationship I have.
You do.
Yeah, well, that's how you're going to have a new one if you don't ruin the one you're in. You went, Mr. Big Shot. Oh, I could get married again. I could prove I could be married again.
Sure.
Yeah, but
I'm trying.
now You know, now everything passing by.
But Dice, you overreact. You were on a TV show. Now you're grabbing the producer. You're smacking him around.
I didn't smack him. I just said,
him.
"Fucking look at me when I talk to you."
You get paranoid with people. I'm telling you, you get a chip on your shoulder. You're on The Apprentice. Enjoy the show and get into it a little bit.
None of this
the minute they
is what
fucked
you're
with
saying?
me,
So getting kicked off was your revenge.
No, it wasn't about being kicked off. Once they fucked with me,
they're not fucking
I didn't
with
give
you.
it. They were fucking with you. Weren't in the boardroom.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm serious. So he's sitting there, like, you know, when we have the
But
big
he's
fight.
in charge of judging you. He's
But
the
wait a
judge
minute.
and the jury.
Fucking judge
It's
me.
like, but wait, Dice, the
Who are you to
premise is
fucking judge me?
because you're trying to get a job with him. That's the
I
premise.
don't want a job. I
We
just
know
wanted to be
that.
on
So
the
why
show.
go on the show?
For the fans.
The fans don't care if you're on Apprentice.
Yeah, they do. They love me because
you
I'm
went
funny
on
and I
there.
entertain them. But I was going to do the gig. So what happens in the boardroom?
No, you could never get a job sitting there and fighting with Donald
No, when
Trump.
they told me, see, he fucking knocks you down with the fucking.
But you know your boss is always going to fuck with you. You got to put up with it.
But
He's the boss.
But you don't make somebody bake like an asshole.
No.
Serious.
No, come on. Come
you
on.
Know what?
You know the premise.
If I had The Apprentice, I'd give them fucking things to do that weren't
Of
fucking
course.
humiliating.
You would too. You do
No,
it
I
to
wouldn't.
comics.
That's different. I'm a comic.
When
I
you're
do
the
funny
boss, you
things.
humiliate the comics.
Look, I got nothing against the fucking guy, but when you're in a boardroom and you're sitting there and it's getting heated, and I'm going, let me ask you something, Donnie. I said, I was serious with him.
Yeah.
I said, now this is the stuff that wasn't on the show.
Go ahead.
I go, let me fucking ask you something, because I was getting mad.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
I go, why is it that through this whole thing, I named the fucking group, Kings of the Universe.
Wait a second. Stop
I
for a minute.
named
Now
the
I'm going to ask
group.
you to stop for 1 second.
I did that.
1 second. Did you understand the premise of the show when you signed on?
Yeah.
What is the premise? Tell me the premise. I want to hear what you think the premise of that show is. What is the premise of that show?
Why are you pushing it? You do like...
The premise of the show is Donald Trump is judging you. And now you get on the show and you don't want to be judged by Donald
I don't
Trump.
care if he
You can't
judges
do
me
that.
for the gig, the
But
task.
that's it. He's judging you.
Yeah, but he said the wrong thing. You don't say the
a
wrong
boss
thing to
says
me.
what he has to say.
You know what? But it's a TV show. It's not a real job.
Well, come on.
I didn't leave there going, I'm unemployed.
I
got
wanted
nothing
you to come
do.
off this where you would be the host of a brand new show.
I don't want to be the host of a new
I
fucking
think you
show.
do. I think you do.
I really don't.
You love
I
show
wanted to-
business.
I love
you
show,
love,
but
you
I'm
love
doing what
doing
I
stuff. You love doing different things.
Yeah, I want to put. You got to help me with the book, Artie. I want to put the book out. We'll put it together.
He's writing his own book.
I got a lot going on. I got Gene Kirkwood's putting together the Dice movie from the book.
Here are your
You know,
co-stars from The Apprentice.
That
I want your
love to see the
opinions.
Dice.
I
Yeah,
want your opinions.
That's something to talk about. That's something I want to do.
You spent.
You know what?
How many days did you spend on The Apprentice set? How long was the whole
I
thing?
did the episode.
One
I don't
episode.
know.
Okay, so these are your co-stars. I want your
You're not
impression.
even listening. You don't even want to know.
I
what
want to know
happened.
what happened. But listen to me. Here are
And I
your.
got nothing against Donnie, but don't open your fucking mouth and tell me I made a career out of demeaning women. And I go, no, I made a career out of being fucking funny.
Oh, he said that to you?
Yeah, but they don't air that on the fucking air.
Oh,
you understand?
that's
and when
different.
he said that, that's why I wanted to quit the show. See, I wasn't quitting because I'm a quitter.
Right.
I was like, okay, you want to fire me because I didn't go in the little room for 9 hours and dip my fucking dick in chocolate and make fucking cupcakes, then fire me.
All right, so you're saying
no,
he
I
said
didn't give
things.
a fuck.
He
But
insulted you.
He
off
insulted me,
camera.
and I said, you know what? This show's in front of like this show airs like in front of 40 million people.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I go. You're talking about what I do on stage as a comic, like that's me
Well,
as a
that's
man.
different.
I said, and I'm holding you fucking responsible. I go, my kids are going to watch this fucking show.
Okay, now
and I
I
don't
get it.
stand for that shit.
Now
but
I get
they
it.
don't show it. They just cut to me going, I was the biggest comic. I sold out all the arenas. So it came.
Now I understand. Now I
Yeah.
see what you're
so
saying.
what I said, I want a fucking apology from this guy.
Go ahead.
And then at the end, you know, he did turn around and goes, you're not a quitter, you're a winner. Yeah, because when you back a bully against the fucking wall and go, don't fuck with me with this, that's why it was cut out of the fucking show.
Well, now I understand your point.
And I love the guy. I think he's great. I think he's, he's
Why
a
do you
good
love the guy if he was
service
sitting-
guy, builder, whatever he
Why
does.
do you love the guy? I happen to have a nice relationship with Don Trump.
No, because he did me a big
I like
favor
him a
years
lot.
ago.
He did.
Yeah, he did
So
my
did you,
sister's roof.
Why didn't you pull him aside? Did he do your sister's
Yeah,
roof?
in Brooklyn. His father built buildings in Brooklyn.
Sure.
So this is what I don't like. I went to meet with Donnie, right? Comes into his office. right? He walks right in, and Hot Tub Johnny was actually filming, right? And he goes like, he walks right into the office, just like we did with you, right? Walks and go, my hero, right? I'm his hero behind closed fucking doors.
Right.
But yet now we're doing a television show, and I demean women. And I don't go for that shit.
All right,
They
you're
set me up
making a
from
good point. So why do you like him then?
No, he did me this favor.
So you're willing to
I
forgive this?
When I met with him in his office years ago, he goes, so we're going to be able to make a deal with the hotel? I go, well, that's not what I'm here for. I go, my sister lives on the 6th floor in one of your buildings in Brooklyn, and the lady keeps complaining underneath on the 5th floor about a leak.
Right.
I go, and it's not coming from her apartment. And I go, maybe there's like something you could do because that's like your joint,
Right. So he went and fixed the room.
And he looks at me, he goes, you're kidding, right? And I go, no, I'm really not.
That's what
the
you
next day, the next day, there were trucks outside the building. This was amazing.
Right.
And he had the entire fucking roof of the building done, and I thought that was a cool thing.
That is a cool thing.
So now I see him years later. I want to give him a little hug, and you're strong on. I felt like I was being set up. Just when you're looking at a comic and going, you demean women. Now, I can't prove that because that wasn't what it aired on the show. They cut out.
But you didn't know that at the time what
I
was
didn't
going to
know
be
that.
aired. Okay, so you got
when I went on
insulted.
Inside Edition, I said some things. I called him Donnie Chump. I called him Donnie Dump, the Dump Towers.
Right.
I don't want a war with a guy, but don't treat me like I'm a little kid, like a fucking asshole. Would he like me to fucking demean him in front of his kids?
Well, I
didn't
understand
say one
what
thing
you're
to
saying.
his fucking kids about, I wasn't looking to knock him down as a man.
You were treated differently than the other contestants. It
Yeah,
sounds
all
like.
the other contestants were built up as who they were.
Well, let's talk about the other contestants because you certainly have a big resume. I mean, you should be treated with some respect. Now, Joan Rivers, of course, has done many
Well,
things.
Joan Rivers is great.
Right,
I love her.
All right.
And
Melissa
she knew to
Rivers.
shut her fucking mouth.
Did you like the daughter, Melissa Rivers?
Well, the daughter, I think, is the one that said, I'm the one that should get fired. Like, she didn't even hang out with me.
Well, she did say something about you, and I'm wondering what you would respond to. Did you read this?
Please, don't make me... No,
let me give you the quote. She said, Dice, well, he just wanted to say as many funny things as possible and overpowered the rest of his team. There was a time in the boardroom when Dice was going on about selling out Madison Square Garden and listing his accomplishments to the point that everyone in the room was getting uncomfortable. It became borderline sad.
Other than look like the Joker's daughter.
So in other words, you're a big
Next time she
comic.
goes for a fucking surgery, let him bring the head up a couple feet so she's not kicking herself in the fucking chin. That's what she should fucking do.
In other words, she's saying...
58 years old. She's stuck to her mother's asshole.
You're saying, in other words...
Go out there. When she's fucking, is Joan standing there going, you're doing a good job, Melissa?
She's calling you sad, and at the same point... Wait a second.
What did
You've
she
accomplished
ever
things.
Now, I like this girl. I mean, to me, she's fuckable. Face down, they're all fuckable.
Right. You never
Joan would be
discriminate.
fuckable. You see what you did to her ass? I love Joan Rivers.
Right. I know you do.
You know what I mean? And I even made a conscious decision. Is that the right word?
I believe so.
That if she even fucked with me, I wouldn't fuck with her because I have such respect for her.
Right.
But the fucking daughter,
she has no
wants
right
to open her fucking mouth. Why's she even there? Who are you?
She's the
What'd
daughter
you
of
ever
Joan
do?
Rivers. I don't know.
You know, it's one thing when she was younger, stand on the red carpet and try to get some rich cock walking by.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
She couldn't even do that.
Right.
She's like 58 years old. All the surgery, like saran wrap, was wrapped around her fucking head.
Well,
I mean, the mother's one thing. She's in show business.
Right.
Wants to look a certain fucking way.
Right.
And then Jones on the fucking, they're showing her, this face costs $150,000. I'm thinking, get your money back. The fuck? And I love Joan. No, but she set herself up when they show that clip. It's just a funny joke.
So
but I don't mean that.
It seems like the daughter, Melissa Rivers, was on, and as you say, you worked,
Damn it,
you grew up.
motherfuckers, they all
You didn't grow up
get
in a rich background, and you worked your way up.
That's right.
You should be respected by her, certainly, the Melissa Rivers. Playboy model Brandy Roderick. I mean, she took her clothes off. She's a good-looking girl, right?
You know what? There's nothing wrong with a chick, and I told you this last time.
Right.
About breaking into that boxes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
The minute those fucking pants go. Anybody. See, I
liked
can't.
her.
I'll never come down on. Number one, I met my new chick, through Brandy.
Oh, is that right? All right, so you liked her. A Deal or No Deal model,
How you're not
Claudia.
going to like her? I wouldn't care what she said to me.
Yeah, she's hot.
I wouldn't care if she cut my foot off in the middle of the night if I was dating her. I go, that's an accident. Please get back in bed and keep sucking.
You could forgive a lot with that girl. Deal or No Deal model Claudia Jordan. I don't know her, but I imagine she's good looking too.
Yeah, she was good looking, and
All right.
she had ability.
A Khloe Kardashian.
She could go out all night, fucking party, and be up like she slept 9 hours.
And looking great, right?
Phenomenal. I got nothing. Khloe
Kardashian.
You know
Now, what does she do?
No,
She's the
you know
sister
what?
of Kim,
She
right?
don't have to do. She's got that fucking ass that just.
You like her?
Yeah. She
How
was
old
up-
a girl are we talking about?
You know what? You know what? Because she's a little thicker. I like
Yeah.
chicks that are thick and beefy. You know what I
Right.
like.
I know what you like.
No, I'm serious.
No, I
That's
do
what
know
I
that.
fucking like.
You like the
there
big
was even
ass.
a shot of her in the show, like where the camera was from the ground.
Yeah.
You know, and you can't help but start pinching your fucking helmet, going, "Look at that." But they didn't. You see, I had good chemistry with her as far as like fucking around with her.
So you liked her? Did you like a poker player, Annie Duke? You probably you didn't like her.
She's going to be, in my opinion, the hated one because she's hateful.
Okay, you didn't like
And she's
her.
angry.
Really?
Yeah, she's an angry one. You
professional-
watched the episode.
What about golfer Natalie
That's why she was
Gulbis?
picking on the good-looking Playboy playmate.
I see.
When she goes, you can't sell a tray of cupcakes for $9,000. Why not? What if he wanted 1,000 of them? Give him 1,000.
Right.
What the fuck? They were selling them for $1.
I could see
but
why
here
you
comes
lost,
the
though.
pretty girl.
I could see why you lost. You're a very independent thinker, and also you
You
got
know what? But I
into
came
it.
here. See, because I ain't gonna put on that fucking hat and stand there like somebody's fucking jerk off. Oh, give me the batter. Give me
George,
the
what do
batter.
you make of
The
this?
other guys,
Does he have a bad
Clint,
attitude?
Clint fucking Black.
Clint Black, you
a
like him?
fucking bore.
Oh yeah.
You know,
That's what, a country singer?
Country singer.
Yeah,
Who's he married
just a
to?
fucking bore. Sandra Bullock.
No.
Yeah.
Jesse
no.
James is married to Sandra Bullock.
Then he's married to somebody else, right?
Yeah. And why is he so bad? He just stands there like a piece of wood?
Like a fucking shit kicker with the fucking. I'm a cowboy. He's a real fucking shit kicker. I wouldn't care if he sold more albums than everybody in the world. I looked at him and go, shit kicker.
Was he not nice
You
to
know, working on the fucking farm, jerking off his pig into the mud, this asshole.
Well, you obviously had a run-in with him, Clint
There was
Black.
no run.
No, I see. You didn't see the
No,
episode. He didn't watch it.
I
No,
didn't
when he
see
would
it.
talk to
I
me.
saw it. I saw Clint Black. He was a little disrespectful.
He was even more
I think so.
disrespectful.
A little bit?
But I
little bit.
wouldn't even acknowledge him.
What do you mean disrespectful? What did he say to you?
I don't know. He like wanted
Had
to
an
try to
attitude?
show he was funny, and he's not.
Yeah.
You know, and he's little. You know, see, I liked
Oh,
Scott.
boy. Something must have
ice-
really gone on.
No, nothing went on. I'm
on.
telling. What would I have a problem talking about
I
this
don't
asshole? You know, Scott the ice skater.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted him fired. I figured let's just get him out of here because let him go skate somewhere. Let him go find the fucking lake and do some pirouettes. You know what I mean? But he was at least an interesting guy when you talk to him. He would talk about the whole Tanya Walensky thing where they hit her with the bar.
Monica Lewinsky.
Tanya
Tanya
the
Hardy.
ice skater.
Tanya Hardy.
He was there like when that happened.
Right.
So don't let his little fucking innocent look fool you.
Were you annoyed a little bit at Trump's kids for being sort of like condescending, maybe?
You know
a little
what? I'm not. That's where me and fucking Chump differ.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're calling him Chump.
Fucking Donnie Chump wants to look at me and say on TV. Now I don't know what the edit was going to be. That I demean fucking women. I didn't say one nasty thing to his kids. I would never do that.
Right.
So they're not involved in this.
But the kids,
You know?
Artie felt that when the kids were judging you, it was too much for you to take.
Kids were judging me.
Well, I mean, if you watch it,
You know what?
not
Let
just Dice, everybody there, and like they weren't being rude or anything.
But they were
being,
laughing.
Yeah.
but in a way, you could see like they're.
Call Rodman. Ask him what he kept talking about with the daughter. But I'm the guy that demeans.
What did he do? He wants a banger.
I'm not
right?
going to talk. I'm
the
not going to talk
daughter's
about.
hot.
The daughter's hot. She's
beautiful.
But I'm the nicest guy. I'm respectful. You know, and let Rodman tell you. You'll call him.
All right, okay.
You know what I mean?
Listen, it's his story to
You know,
tell.
and Donnie's sitting there kissing his fucking bull bag.
All right.
You know.
Well,
I mean,
because
really,
he
like
knows,
kissing
because
his
he
fucking-
knows if he doesn't kiss his ball bag, he'll get up and kick his ass. Rodman will kick.
He won't
anyway.
physical. Nobody's going to get physical.
Come on, what are you talking about?
Nobody's going to get physical. But everybody
Ralph,
else.
go ahead. Ralph, I know you said you were down on Dice. Do you still feel the same way after Dice's
No,
explanation?
not at all. And, The Apprentice kind of sucks because this would have been a good storyline because I understand Dice going, like, they call him the night before. He's there to play a game. And then
I brought humor to the fucking
he's
thing.
like, you know what? Fuck this. I'd be the same time. I'm not going to sit and bake fucking cupcakes.
But
for that
also,
asshole.
forget that. If he would have treated me a certain way, I would have done the fucking task.
Right.
That's number one. And I would have done it the way, even though I didn't want to do it.
You felt you were demeaned.
Yeah, so I figured, you know what? At least be funny and sell tickets on the road.
Do you think from being there, who gets fired is totally Trump's call? Do you think the producers consult with him and do you think it's totally Trump's call?
Because of what happened with me, to me it's like the fucking movie Quiz Show. That's how I felt about it.
You felt it was fake.
That's my opinion.
But wait a second. So
I mean, I can't prove
Answer
that.
Ralph's question. Go ahead, Ralph.
But when somebody's fucking with you and pushing your buttons, sooner or later that person's going to explode.
Because Ralph makes a
gives you
point.
the reason to fucking fire
Okay.
him, and then you cut it all out in editing.
Ralph, go ahead.
Right, it would have been a great storyline. And what sucks is like Dice is one of the top people on the show, and you wanted him to be on the show for a while. You know, now I'm like, who else is on?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Fucking player.
I agree. You should, I mean,
Hey, Howard?
plus he was being funny. He was being
plus,
kind
you know what else?
Maybe it was a setup. I don't know. What is it, Fred?
I was watching the thing last night. My wife was actually upset that Dice got kicked off. If anybody should have gotten kicked off, it should have been Herschel Walker because he was the jerk that was heading the
and he's boring.
Or Rodman. For some reason, Trump wanted Rodman on that show.
They normally fire the
He should have
team leader.
drop-kicked him from minute one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And Herschel Walker's boring.
Marianne from Brooklyn, go ahead. You have the word.
Dice, you made that show. You were so freaking good. I love you. Donald Trump made the biggest mistake firing you. I cannot believe it. When fucking Brian McKnight, he didn't say 2 words. There were so many losers in the background.
You live alone.
Very attractive, actually.
Married.
Let's go to Ray. Ray, what do you have to say to Dice? By the way, I haven't even mentioned that you can see Andrew Dice Clay tonight and tomorrow night at Caroline's on Broadway in Manhattan.
And also, I'm on sale at the Palazzo in Vegas.
Yes. You can go to carolines.com for tickets and see Dice March 25th through the 29th at the Palazzo
What about
in Vegas.
Cleveland? Did you mention that?
I'm going to tell no. What is going on in Cleveland?
Cleveland, I'm in concert. I think you played the place. It's like 3,000 seats.
State Theater.
Is that it?
Yeah,
in Cleveland. That's on sale now.
Okay, when is that? When are you coming to Cleveland? Do you know?
This is what I'm saying. This is what one good thing about the show. As far I'm not trying to do like the arena thing anymore. Everybody asks me because on my reality show I said about Giant Stadium.
Right.
And if I would have had that forum for a while, that would have been something I never did. But as far as like the arena thing anymore, like that's why I was trying to even explain on the show. I go, that's like a dream I already lived. So now it's about doing
well.
things that are
You
creatively
enjoy
great.
doing.
That's why I'm saying I don't want no sitcom.
Ray, you're on the air with Dice and
I'm
Comac, New
here.
York.
Why
Go
are
ahead.
you here? I could do this.
Go ahead.
Howard. Hello, Howard.
Yes,
I
Ray.
spoke with Sharon the other day, and she's still upset. She's almost 30 years old.
What?
So
Look at you. He's trying to do an impression of my mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is? I didn't even know.
What an
You talking
asshole.
to?
Let's go to Lee. Lee, you're on the. I'm trying to get some phone calls for you. Lee, go ahead.
Bless you, Howard. Dice is one of my comedy heroes. 2 quick questions, and I'll be on my way. Dice, we love you. It's a shame that you keep sabotaging your TV appearances.
No, I know. I can't. It's just what happens.
When are you? We got to get a sequel to Ford Fairlane, and when are you going to box Danny Bonaducci?
Danny Bonaducci. He's a buddy.
You're friends with Danny.
Yeah, I like Danny.
Dice,
I loved his show.
Dice, what's going on with you and Jerry Seinfeld? Now you don't like him either.
Seinfeld?
That's what it says here, that you don't like Jerry Seinfeld.
I love Seinfeld.
You like him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know
all
what?
right.
A lot of times when I do interviews and they talk to me about the world of stand-up, like I'll say, I will actually say, like, Seinfeld is the perfect stand-up comic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I can't watch him for more than 3-4 minutes.
Why is that?
Because, I know how funny it is and how clever, but any comic really, I'm more of a rock and roll guy, and that's why I do more of a rock stand-up type of show. I try to bring the excitement to stand-up. Guys like Seinfeld, they stand there, it's all funny, and obviously they love him. He's had the biggest sitcom in history.
Right.
But I just could never do stand-up like that. Because I'm always asked, who do you like in stand-up? And I say, personally, I don't give a fuck about any of them.
Yeah,
I pay attention to me.
Right.
I'm living my life the way I want to live it. You know what I mean? If there's box, that's what I like. I'm too busy.
And you have 3 girlfriends now?
No. Why you're going to get me in trouble?
Do you have 3 girlfriends now?
No, you're really going to get me in trouble.
No,
I'm
you
seeing
have
a
3
girl I
girlfriends.
like.
Oh, you have 1 girlfriend.
No, I had 1 girlfriend during The Apprentice that broke up with me because I'm me.
Why do women break up with you?
Because I'm intense.
You're a big
you know
star.
What I mean?
Why would they break
They
up?
love banging me. You've heard Eleanor talk about it. You know,
Right.
I'm really fucking good
You
at
think
that.
Dice is good in bed, or do you think this
no,
is
forget
bravado?
about that. I'll put him on the air, these chicks. I got no problem
Robin,
with
do you
that.
think he's good in bed? A guy who brags this much about how good in bed he is it
Because I
possible he's not
focus
that
on
good?
it. Let me ask you, when you're in bed,
Yeah.
let's not talk about your wife, but when you're in bed with a girl, all right? Now, I know you are with her, but I'm not talking about her.
Right.
I'm being respectful.
Go ahead.
Do you focus on what's going to make her really happy? Do you care? You know, if her...
Sure, a little bit, yeah. I mean,
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, not 100%.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
see, that's the the thing you don't imagine Dice doing. So you do that.
No, I'm a complete romantic with that stuff. I can't wait for that box to just fucking blow open and just it gets
Sounds
so
good,
wet.
sounds
It's like it starts sucking on your fucking dick like that mouth.
I don't think I've ever had anybody get that excited.
No,
Robin,
but-
do you believe that Dice is really good in bed? Do you think he thinks he's good in bed, or do you think he's really good in bed? I think he thinks
Say whatever
he's
you
good.
want. What
Come
do you
on.
think? I have problems.
We don't have any.
When a guy brags that he's great in bed, does it mean that he's great?
And I'm not standing here going, I got a 14-inch fucking dick. Nobody believes me. I'm not saying that.
I believe you.
I'm saying.
But you talk about how self-centered you are. I can't imagine you
No,
really thinking
I'm
about
on
the
this
woman.
show as an entertainer. This is my entertaining.
You give women pleasure because you want to own them. You want to be in charge.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that? What's
Nothing's
wrong with really?
it, but the fact is, it's
Let me
for
tell
your
you,
own purposes.
I look at it whenever I'm with a new girl. I always look at it. It's always individual. It's like you look them up and down like
Who's
a fucking
your new
car.
girlfriend? Is it somebody we know? Somebody famous?
No, it's not somebody
Where did you meet
famous.
this girl?
I met her through. I went to a party that Brandy had up at the Playboy Mansion.
Well, how come you're going
And she supplied the clothes.
How old a girl are you talking about?
25.
25
Well,
years
she just
old.
turned 25.
She must be very beautiful. She's hanging out at the Playboy Mansion.
Right.
They don't let
Where's
anybody.
my fucking
Yeah,
phone?
come on, give me a
You
picture.
got pictures? But why
Let's
is he
see.
going through these women so
I don't
fast?
know
Every
if
time
I'm-
we
I don't
see
have
him,
my
he's got a
fucking
new
phone.
Because he's
woman.
hard to live with.
Is that right?
Of course.
No, you know what? Because, do what I fucking tell you to do and everything will be all right.
Because you're difficult.
No, let me tell you something. I don't expect a lot from a girl.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't
George,
need
are
him
you
to go
learning
out.
anything from this
I don't
interview?
need- George, you know.
He is a dynamic, singular
No,
character,
but
and he has no business
George,
doing
I like
The
you
Apprentice.
and your people and like
And your people.
Which people?
Which people?
What,
You're
yeah,
from
what people
Bangkok
is-
originally, right?
What?
Bangkok.
Bangkok.
He's Japanese.
Japanese.
I'm from
Japanese
Los Angeles,
people-
but my grandparents came
Okay.
from Japan.
Okay, but Japanese and Japanese women, they cater to their men.
That's
they
true.
make their men
That's true.
feel good. They
That's
take
true.
care. They're not like these
But I have a
fucking Beverly
Caucasian
Hills
man.
fucking mockies that it's all
Yeah,
about
but he
me.
has a guy.
And I'm going, what?
He bangs guys.
I have a Caucasian guy.
All right. Well, you know what?
Caucasian men are
don't
like
even-
Asian women.
Look, Georgie, look at me.
Yes, yes.
You're a nice guy. I got no problem with, you want to do that, that's fine. you didn't go and get kids, did you? Do you
No,
do that
I don't.
shit?
No.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
My nephew has.
You know what? How would you like to be, like, if you were a kid, like, in, like, a fucking orphanage, you're 17 and a half, and all of a sudden the warden comes over and goes, I got parents for you, and you walk out and there's Bert and Bruno, and you're looking at the fucking warden going, you know what? Put me back in the cage. I got 6 fucking months left here. Now, you go home with these fucking guys. You go home, you're hiding in your fucking room in your bed. Guy comes in to tuck you in, you're like, I'm sitting on this fucking bed.
Come on.
Who's mommy? The one with
If you're
the smaller
17 and a half, you
Don't you think guys it's good though to
Who the fuck is mommy?
Would you rather grow up in a loving family?
No,
than
you know
if
what?
It's 2 guys
I don't
or
mind
2
the
girls?
gay thing.
Yeah, right.
If you know what? And I'm not pissing on it. Do it. Have a good. As long as it's not me.
You never tried it?
You know,
We
don't get
accept
jealous. Never tried it.
Dice, you never, when you were a young boy, I know you were very attractive. Did no guy try to snap a towel at you and grab your penis
No.
or nothing? You never
No,
had
I'm not saying. No. When? When did this happen?
You never had a gay incident?
No.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to start this shit.
No, I'm asking you.
I told you last
what
time.
shit have I told?
I'm 51. If I wanted balls mashed in my fucking face, what am I waiting for? I like spots. I'm telling you, it never gets old. And I told my chick, grow the fucking hair down there like a woman, okay?
Do you really? Is
You're
she
young
fully
enough. I
shaved?
don't want to feel like I'm doing anything fucking illegal.
If she's hanging out at the Playboy Mansion, that means she's fully shaved. Most of
No,
those
she's
girls
not a
shave.
playmate. She's not a playmate.
What does she do that she got
She
there?
has a clothing company and was
Oh,
supplying
that's
the
a catch.
clothes for all these little pigs up there.
He
She
likes
must
a
make
big
a-
bush.
And don't get me
makes
wrong,
stripper
I like
clothes?
those girls.
She
The
makes
Playboy-
stripper clothes?
Yeah. What, you need something?
Wow, that's hot.
I'll say,
And this
yeah.
girl must make a good living.
She's beautiful. She's Mexican, Italian, and Jewish.
Remember, I want to see a picture of this one.
I wasn't thinking. What am
Wow.
I thinking?
What's wrong with you?
Well, you never show me nothing.
What, you want to see a picture?
Of your wife?
Sure.
I see. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You
Yeah.
want to see? You've seen pictures of her.
How come Donnie was at the wedding? Why would you? You're a street guy
I like Donald
me.
Trump.
I like him too, but I wouldn't have him at a wedding
You're
unless
calling
he
him
paid
Donald
for it.
Trump. You
that
don't like
was
him
a
if you're
slip. I
calling
was
him that.
mad. Now I forgive him. I'm sorry. I don't. Look, I'm not.
Are you upset
starting
you
no
weren't
thing.
at my wedding? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I'm saying, we're friends a long time. So what if we didn't
But
talk
come
for
on.
10 or 12
That's
years?
what I'm saying. We haven't talked in
No,
so
but
long.
for the last couple of years, we've been hanging.
You never had a friendship with
But
Chevy
look,
Chase, and
how
you
much,
had him there.
How much fun would we have had if I was at your wedding?
That's the problem. You're a loose
I would have made it like a fun wedding.
Yeah, Beth wanted like
I would have been in the audience going, "You could do this."
Beth wanted to have a nice, quiet wedding. You know
Was
what
it
I mean?
quiet?
Yeah.
How
was
many
nice.
people?
How many people were there?
About 200.
Well, if you have
200.
Donnie there, what's he going to talk about?
He had a fun time.
Yeah, and like I say, you know what?
There's my wife right there.
If he's,
there you go.
Where?
Right there.
Look at her. That's a beautiful broad.
Beautiful broad.
She is beautiful.
Yeah.
She did Dancing with the Stars.
No, she didn't. She turned it down.
Oh, she didn't do it?
No.
Look at that.
Yeah, see?
Look at that. Look at the,
See,
look at
I
the
like
smile.
girls too.
Look at the fucking hair.
Sure.
Nice. You got a
I
good
like when
one.
women shave. I'm not
See,
like
I'm
you.
not. I don't want it completely. Like, I don't need asshole hairs hitting me in the head. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about. If chick don't shave,
Robin shaves.
They grow a tail.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, the box itself, where I do my work.
Dice.
You know,
Dice.
when the lips are getting inflated, I want to see that part. But just on the tops, I can rest my head, put a little hair.
Dice,
Some nice
you're
that
hotter-
I can wipe my fucking dick on.
Dice, you're hotter
You know, you
than
gotta
ever.
clean up and
Dice,
go
listen
do a
to me.
comedy
You're
show.
hotter than ever. You were coming off a national television show.
Yeah, it's been, I want to thank Donald Trump for putting me on
You're
there.
the talk
Donnie
of the
Trump, whatever.
You are the talk of the
You
town.
did that.
You've got your new glasses that I love. This is
Those
a great-
aren't permanent, are they?
Yes.
Well, no, see, these are just regular for like driving.
Uh-huh.
Because of the eye, it brings
Uh-huh.
up the vision a little.
I see.
You know,
And
so I got to wear them.
Let me tell you, the fans love it. You're on the road now. You've got
See,
to go
they should
see.
have got rid of me. You don't get rid of a star like me.
No, you know, I mean, I'm telling you, the people they left on that show are boring. It's gonna fucking hurt it. He should have stayed there.
Unless they go to the chicks. See, the chicks were interesting. You got good-looking chicks. You
And
got
they're fun to
Chloe,
look at,
You
you
got
know.
Brandy. You know,
I know
Jonah Land, the
Brandy.
comedic forum.
Well, it
Tom
would've been
Green.
fun to
Tom
have
Green's
you.
great.
By the way, Tom
Me-
Green, I've
no.
always thought Tom Green was funny. You got to see what he looks like. Did you see this?
No, what does he look like?
Fucking, he gained about 80 pounds.
No, he's a skinny guy.
Really?
Yeah, but he's
No, but
fatter
let me
than he
tell you,
was.
me and Tom Green are good friends. I got him getting chicks again.
Once Drew Barrymore dumped him, it was
well,
very hard for him.
Well, I talked to him about. I'm the one that got him dating again.
Who's he dating?
No, he different, like real
He's seen
regular
girls?
girls.
Yeah.
Like
why?
I call him up. I'm like, how long you gonna drag this out about her?
Right.
You know what I mean?
He's
Drew,
still hung up on Drew Barrymore, huh?
You know,
She's not
I
that
get it.
hot.
She's not
cares
that hot.
about her? He
Yeah,
got
no,
hotter
he
broads.
gets a lot of fucking chicks now.
Well, but you know what it was? He had a lifestyle with Drew Barrymore. He suddenly was A-list. He was suddenly invited to the Cameron Diaz party. and
Running
this was-
around.
And he had a lot of dough with her.
But don't
and he
you
had
like
a
Tom
mansion.
Green?
And then Johnny
I like
Fontaine
Tom. I've
comes
had Tom
around.
on the show many
okay.
times. See Andrew Dice
For
Clay.
some reason, he thinks you got a problem with him.
No, I've had him on.
No, now that we're talking. So he could come on if he
Sure,
wanted.
absolutely.
Okay.
See Andrew Dice Clay.
See, Tommy, I fucking work you the right way. Get rid of your manager. Let me work you. They didn't even show out. Me and Tom are funny together.
Why is he still hung up on Drew Barrymore? What
Who
is
the fuck knows?
Was she a great lay?
I get him the best pussy in the street. I'm telling you.
And what does he every minute? Drew Barrymore, Drew Barrymore.
No, now he don't talk about it. Now he's
Yeah,
past it.
For a while it was
Now
bad.
he's
huh?
past it,
It was
you know?
bad for a while, right?
Yeah, but now he's past it.
And what was he
Let's
moaning
not
about?
talk about that. It's not nice
You
when
know
you
some
talk about
stuff, huh? See
It's all in
Andrew
the book.
Dice Clay tonight.
It's on the book that I can't get a fucking deal on. How'd you get the deal?
Oh, I'll get you. My agent will give you a deal.
Really?
Yeah. You want a deal on a book? I would love
Yeah.
to read your fucking book.
The book's great. We talked about it last time.
You know what you should talk
But now
about
it's being,
is-
Nick Cassavetes wants to write and direct it.
For details on Dice's upcoming comedy album, Filthy, and all his stand-up
No,
dates.
Filthy Animal.
It says Filthy here.
See, that's my publicist did that?
Just call it Filthy.
No, Filthy Animal, because I already did filth.
All his stand-up dates, go to AndrewDiceClay.com. Dice, great seeing you. We're going to
Thank
take a
you.
break. And
Okay.
the great Andrew Dice Clay,
All right,
everyone. We'll be
take
back
care.
right after these words.
All right, God bless.
Dice.
Please, look at this. I got.
Dice, what do you got there?
Howard gave me an autographed picture. I really want the one. I got all these millions of like pictures of him from years ago with me and him and hanging out, and now I got like a new one. So I'll frame it and I'll hang it up.
Nice, man.
Hey, Phil.
Yes, sir.
Want to play a little game?
Man, I would love to play a game.
Gary, do I have any money for the Sal IQ test?
Oh, remember we talked about we're not going to make it a game?
Oh. Phil, I don't have a game. Gary's right. It's not a game.
Oh, that'd have been awesome. I
All right.
appreciate it, though.
Another time, Phil.
All right, man. Thank
Sorry,
you.
I didn't mean to do that to you.
That's okay.
All
See you,
right,
Howard.
Bye. Yeah, I thought I had a game. Usually I have one. But, yeah, we tried to turn this into a game. The problem is, Gary went in and said, I'm going to ask Sal, since, Sal's always goofing on me, I'm just going to go down and give him an IQ test, verbally. Maybe we can turn it into a game.
Mm-hmm.
So Gary did it, and he came back and he said to me, first of all, he goes, you can't make this a game. He doesn't know anything.
There's no time he answered correctly?
Once or twice.
Oh.
Like 3, I think he got 3 out of 25.
Gary's prediction is that, Sal's going to, have, a mentally retarded IQ.
He's worse than
Gary the retard.
Than Eric, anybody. Any of the Wagpackers.
High-pitch Eric might be Sal. I don't know, but he seems intelligent, when he talks and stuff.
There's one aspect of the IQ test that there's 7 or 8 components, and there's one that's general knowledge.
Uh-huh.
And my belief is he got 1 right on that in that area, because the second question in that area, which is pretty easy, I asked him on the wrap-up show the other day, they had no idea.
Right.
So I don't think he got any of the hard ones. So
anyway, listen, this is Sal and Gary.
But you should know that the other thing that's funny about this is almost all of these questions have been taken from quizzes that Sal's given to strippers.
Okay.
So he should know them because he came up with the questions.
No, these are Sal's questions that he actually researched.
He can't answer his own questions.
No.
Wow.
And Gary at one point laughed so hard. I got it here. Here's the one that Gary laughed hard at. I got to play this for you. This is just one of the questions, and Gary lost it. He couldn't
take it anymore
because Sal's answer is so absurd, and Sal wants to answer with authority and quickly. That none of his answer, and it's the kind of answer that you.
Does he even realize that these are questions he's heard before because he thought them up?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Probably not. But here, Gary just loses it. He can't stop laughing. Listen to this.
In what country did the Great Potato Famine take place?
Idaho.
Sorry.
It's even more pathetic. So Sal's sitting there. Gary's losing it.
And he doesn't know why he's laughing.
And Sal wants to know if he got it right or wrong.
Well, you got that right. Why are you laughing at?
He's like, what are you laughing about?
Actually, that's got to be
I have to I have to.
Wow.
I need a minute.
That noise you hear now is Gary laughing himself in the face.
Trying to stop.
And he can't. And now Sal's laughing because Gary's hitting himself in the face. And
Right.
Sal's clueless.
No idea why.
Wow. All right, here we go.
All right, so then Gary. Yeah, I'll play you some of these. Gary says it's pathetic. Idaho, what country?
Idaho.
He had a double wrong answer.
Yeah, I mean, you don't
It
even
wasn't
know.
a country, and it wasn't the place where the potato famine occurred.
Right. Maybe stop and think.
They said country.
You didn't know Idaho was a country?
He seceded.
Sal, come in here, you moron. I mean, really, what?
How does he think of these questions and he doesn't know the answers?
I don't know. I can't tell you what's going on.
That's a sort of genius.
You're like retarded. You're going to do terrible on the IQ test. I'm worried about you, man. I have money on you.
Do you help your kids with their homework?
Sometimes.
Oh.
What country had the potato famine?
He said it so quickly, it just went over my head. I heard potatoes, and I recently watched a special on the History Channel about potatoes, and they were discussing Idaho. So
No,
when
you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I watched about 10 minutes of it.
Yeah, okay.
And
So you didn't watch it.
I watched a fascinating show about potatoes.
I flipped the channel once I saw it was potatoes.
Yeah.
Hey, Howard.
What?
Can I ask you a question? Did the guy who administered the IQ test, did he laugh?
he put out a big giggle at one point.
Did he really?
Yeah, but I thought he was laughing because he thought I was joking, and that really hurt. And then I kind of played it off like I was joking, and he asked me about a continent right away off the bat. A lot of those questions were geographical and historical, and that's not
your strong suit.
No, I'm prank call, songs, bits.
He didn't know that? He didn't have prank call questions?
No, I mean...
Yeah, they didn't ask you how to get in touch with Tradio?
Right, exactly.
Right.
If he did, I think I would score pretty well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it really doesn't interest me. So if I'm stupid, I'm stupid. But at least I'm smart enough to, retain
Should
the
general
job.
knowledge be part of IQ in the sense that, in other words, let's say somebody doesn't go to a good school. or something like that.
Well, that's why they always say they're culturally skewed, because
Right.
if you're not exposed to this general knowledge, you can't have it.
But I mean, someone like Sal was exposed. I
Right.
mean,
He
Not
would
really.
be in the group
Not really.
that was exposed.
My dad used to pull me out of
feral.
My dad used to pull me out of school sometimes to go to work.
All right.
I know
the few days you were there, you should have picked up something. Like Idaho's not a country.
I picked myself up and got the fuck out. I just didn't. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't even think general knowledge is part of the IQ thing. I think they do it and they give you a separate sort of as an indicator. So I don't know how it all works. We'll find out on Thursday.
Well, I thought Gary set me up with that because those questions he asked were almost the same questions we ask on the show.
Those are the exact same questions we asked. They're the ones you wrote, and you don't even know the fucking answer.
Well, I'm talking about on the IQ test that I took, the professional one.
There was no setup.
Yeah, because those questions were hard.
No, this was the setup, and you failed this too.
No, the reason they sounded familiar is because they're general knowledge.
I don't know. I thought Gary was goofing on me because they sounded familiar. All right. Here's Sal taking his test with Gary.
What is the capital of California?
Los Angeles. That's what I said.
You're kidding.
Los Angeles.
It's not the capital.
It isn't?
No.
I could have sworn it was the
And
capital.
by the way, we've Jason was just telling me because helped me put this.
What is it, Sacramento, right?
Sacramento.
No.
He's used that
Close
question
enough.
at least a half a dozen times in stripper quizzes.
Right. So
Not that one.
You haven't used
That
that.
exact one.
Nope, New York, Albany. That's how I know
That's
that
a
one.
different one.
No shit, no kidding, idiot.
No,
It is a different-
you've asked that to strippers.
I've asked the New York one. What's the capital of New York? I never asked the capital of California.
Capital of Los Angeles.
And I don't live in California. What do I give a fuck what the capital it is?
What two states border Washington, D.C.?
Uh-oh.
That took a long sigh.
Washington, D.C.
I'm bad at this stuff too, Sal. Don't feel bad.
Virginia and Maryland.
You
got that
you got it
right.
right.
Did I really?
Yeah, that's right. I know that I lived in Washington. So.
At this point, I'm thinking, okay, 1 and 1, because I didn't move the test around. That's how it went. I go, all right, he's going to do about half.
Yeah, he's gonna get
Right.
somewhere.
You
We're on
start
a
to-
roll.
You start to think he's got something going on.
He didn't get I don't think he get another one right for about 10 questions.
All right.
What is the symbol for the Roman numeral 10?
You had to have gotten that. What did you say? Let me hear. Let me hear.
I and a V.
Oh, fuck. You can't be that fucking stupid.
In
Is it
what
just
order?
a V? Is it just
No,
a V?
is it- in what order?
V is a 5.
But wait a minute.
Oh,
in
V
what
in the
order,
one, V in the I?
What order do they go? The I and the V.
I think I is 1, and then 2 I's is 2, and then 3 I's is 3.
Then where do you go?
And then is it V's of 4? I don't know. Who gives a
just
shit?
said V
I'm
is
not
5.
Roman. When do you use Roman numerals in your fucking life?
I don't
what
know, but
time
I
is
know
it?
that.
It's I. What are you fucking nuts? You would be institutionalized.
Yeah, but every kid learns it.
But you don't need
But
that
it is
shit.
sometimes written. You
Even
have
as a
to know.
comedian, you ever hear the joke, I just went to the movie Malcolm 10? The guy, in other words, he saw Malcolm X and he thought it was a 10.
Right. In that
Right.
sense, it's fun. I guess X
Right.
is 10. Thank
X
you.
is 10, right.
I thought X was porn. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
When I see X, I think of, pornography.
all right, let me hear what else you
I
got
don't
wrong.
know.
What is a female deer called?
All right, that you must have gotten right. What'd you say?
A doe. A deer, a doe, female deer.
Let me hear what you said.
A doe.
Oh, you got it right.
You got it right, Gary.
I think it's after this that the streak starts.
Okay.
I think Gary's falling asleep during that question. He forgot.
Who invented the light bulb?
Uh-oh.
I think I got this
I think
right.
you got this one right too, Howard. I'm sorry.
Oh, these were the three you got right?
Edison.
That's correct.
Very good.
Very
Gary was
good.
playing solitaire on that
I don't
question.
know, Gary. He's doing okay.
Yeah.
I forgot, both. I was getting woozy.
Sal, you know what? Mock me all you want now because the rest speaks for itself.
What country is the Thames River in?
That's ridiculous. That's
Oh,
just
come on. You should know that.
I don't even know. I've never even heard of Thames.
Never heard of the Thames River.
Never.
Thames River?
Mm-hmm.
Thames River.
The Thames.
What country is the Thames River in? Country. Egypt.
Because I thought
that's the
Nile River.
Nile.
Yeah, I know Nile. I figured maybe they have another river.
England. The Thames. All right. Okay, here we go.
In what country did the Great Potato Famine take place?
Oh, that's we know
That's
that.
the greatest question
That was
ever.
a mistake.
That was a mistake.
Well, what is
Idaho.
the country?
I know it's Ireland now.
Somebody told you.
Hit some time to think about it. All right, Idaho is not a country.
I know that.
Okay, here we go.
Which ocean is the state of Hawaii located in?
All right, there you go. You know that.
That's a slam dunk.
Yeah, that's easy.
I'll say goodbye now.
Which ocean is in Hawaii? Is that what you're asking?
You know the names of the
Which ocean is the state of Hawaii located in?
Which ocean is the state of Hawaii? You mean Hawaii's on an ocean? Okay, so.
You mean...
The way he worded it was so confusing.
Right, so confusing.
Atlantic Ocean?
Atlantic Ocean.
Must be Pacific if it's not Atlantic. It's one or the other.
There
right?
you go.
Pacific.
All right, so you...
You had a 50-50 shot and you blew it.
I mean, Atlantic Ocean, Hawaii.
But what is Hawaii?
It's an island.
Yeah.
Which makes
There you
sense.
go.
Yeah.
And what is an
it
island?
has to be in a body of water.
What's an island? An island is a freestanding piece of land that's surrounded by water.
There you go. So there you go.
See, I'm not that stupid.
No, not at all.
You struggled with that a little too much.
Name 4 continents.
Uh-oh.
I'm always bad at this, but
Really?
I'm getting better at it.
Let me hear what you said.
North America, South America.
Go ahead.
Africa. Brazil.
Well,
Brazil's a country.
I used to think it was Tokyo, Mexico from a rap song, and then someone told me that wasn't true. So,
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
But Brazil is in
I know.
where?
South America.
You already named that
Right, but I
continent.
couldn't think of anything. And
Well, you figure you might as well answer something.
Right.
All right.
Who is
Never
the
heard of Europe?
Yeah. I
Asia?
guess-
What about it?
I've been to Italy, Robin. What's your point?
Australia?
second person on the moon?
Who was the second person on the moon?
Now, I knew this, but I forgot it. That was my problem.
I see.
That means you don't know it.
He knew it, though, at one point, Gary.
Doesn't that count?
Let me hear your answer.
I was on our show, and it was Bud.
Our Bud Dwyer?
Selig.
Bud Selig.
Dwyer.
Oh, Jesus. I thought he was a politician. I can't think of
he's
his full
thinking
name.
of John Glenn.
I was going to say Bud Glenn.
Final answer?
Buddy Hackett.
What was his name?
Neil Armstrong?
Bud something. Bud Zellick or something. Bud
Zellick. He did say Bud Zellick.
He's thinking of the
Bud
commissioner of
Selig.
baseball.
That's the only name that came to mind.
I didn't know the commissioner of baseball walked on the moon.
That's how he got the job.
Multi-talented.
Go with
amazing
Bud.
It was Bud.
Bud.
I remember it now. Now it's
What is it?
It's Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz, right? Buzz something. I thought it was.
Buzz Lightyear.
It was Buzz something.
He went to the moon to retrieve a baseball.
Who created the character Tom Sawyer?
All right. This you know, right? You got this one right.
Yeah, because I once said it was Rush when you on the show.
Rush.
That's
Well,
right.
Rush created the song.
Right.
That's right. That's correct.
And I think
But the character itself.
I got this one right.
Let's see what you said.
This one was on the show, so it was Huckleberry Finn.
Oh, very good. You got it right.
Wow.
Huckleberry Finn wrote Tom Sawyer.
Wow.
What about Mark Twain?
One fictional character created another
Twain.
fictional character.
You ever hear of him?
Yeah,
Oh, you have heard. You used to know that too, I bet.
I used to.
How
It was
about
a long-
Huckleberry Hound? Well, you don't know a lot of shit.
I don't need to know this stuff.
All right. You know you don't. You're doing just fine.
Thank you, sir.
A bicentennial marks the passing of how many years?
Uh-oh.
This is easy.
You got it right?
Sure.
Okay.
Bicentennial would be, I believe, 20 years. Centennial's 10 twice by.
Oh boy.
That ain't right.
Wow. Cen is centennial.
Centuries 10. Centennial I thought was 10.
Century is 10.
Century's 100, right?
Right.
Centennial's 10.
So
Then
100.
it's 200 years.
Yes.
Ah. See? You need Robin to help you.
What is the northernmost state in the United States?
I bet you I know what he said. Canada.
No.
Canada's not in the United
Arctic
States.
Circle.
Hear what you said.
Washington. Or, yeah.
Is that right?
No.
Oh, either that or,
You said it. It's not right.
well, I was either thinking that or California. So if it's California, I got it right.
Well, which is higher? Which is more northern, California or Washington?
Well, now I'm going to say California because I'm, you know,
You don't know what the country looks like.
judging by the way you guys are reacting. Maybe it was right. Maybe is Washington right? Did I just? Or I'll stick with Washington.
Washington's good enough.
Okay, good.
Well,
I'll
on the
take it.
continental United States, that is.
Right.
What sport is played on a gridiron?
Wait a minute.
Because it's Alaska would be the north.
Yeah, we didn't answer
You know
him.
that. Oh, I'm sorry.
But this is a question that was one of the ones that Sal's used many times.
Not the northern one. All I remember is that one time you had a map out there. and-
Gary got them from you.
No, not these, Howard. I know my questions. I know the answers to my questions.
Okay.
You don't recognize any of these as your question.
No.
What sport is played on a gridiron?
Uh-oh.
Never heard that. Not into sports.
A gridiron. A gridiron. A gridiron. A gridiron. A gridiron sport.
I'm not into sports either, but I know this.
I'm not into sports.
Soccer.
Soccer?
Douche.
So lucky guess.
Football.
Football?
Yeah.
I don't see a gridiron there. I see a bunch of straight lines that go
Never
across.
heard gridiron?
Never.
Never heard that?
Never. Gridiron.
Well, what about soccer as a gridiron?
Is it a gridiron? It's similar to a football field.
All right, look.
I don't know.
You're having a lot of difficulty.
But you're asking me things again that I'm not interested in. That
Well,
really
yeah, I'm not interested in football
But
either,
they're
but I have a
they
general
really
knowledge.
are general
I know other
knowledge.
things about football.
Do you ever hear the expression like a gridiron great? Like, they go, Frank Gifford was the great gridiron, something like that.
All I know about Frank is he banged some chick in the ass, and you guys...
He didn't bang her in the ass. You don't even know that.
Oh, he tried to. He wanted to.
He wanted to. She didn't want to do it.
Right.
Okay, there you go.
Shall we?
And that was...
My dear. Shall we, my dear?
Benjamin Franklin is one of 2 non-presidents on U.S. paper currency.
Oh, no.
He's on the $100 bill. Who is the other?
That's a good question. Benjamin Franklin is on the... I think I'm having difficulty drawing a name up. Why am I having a problem with that one?
I don't know this one.
Yeah.
You see? We're all in the same boat.
Well, I'll admit when I don't know one, but this is the first one that stumped me. What's the answer, Gary?
Lincoln, Washington, Jefferson.
Hamilton.
They're all presidents. Was Jefferson a president?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Lincoln wasn't. On a paper bill?
Mm-hmm. Paper currency.
Jesus Christ.
What's going on with the audio?
Lincoln. Jesus.
I don't blame you for
I can
not
think of that
getting this.
may not have been. I'm going to just say Jefferson.
But how about saying I don't know?
Well, he always takes a guess.
Yeah.
Makes
you
it
have to.
more interesting. Then when he comes up with Idaho and shit like that, it's funny.
Well, no. Those he would have just... Right there, he knows he doesn't know, but he can't say I don't know.
Right.
I know somebody on the a coin that wasn't a Sacagawea was on the dollar coin.
There you go.
She wasn't a president.
What newspaper's motto is all the news that's fit to print?
You knew that one, right?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
New York Times.
Good. Okay, so you got that
You
right.
got 4 right.
New York Times.
You got 4 of them right.
Not too shabby.
No. Way to go. Your IQ should be around 40 so far.
It's 10 more than I thought it would be.
Yeah. All right. So we get the idea. We know you don't know a lot of stuff.
You
That
took
doesn't
Sal over Richard?
Yeah, I did. I wonder how many of those Richard could answer, honestly. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe we should have given Richard the same test.
Right. Well, we're going to find out Thursday anyway, so
That's
you'll be either
true.
vindicated or just shamed.
Is that the end of the CD, Howard?
I don't know. It's enough.
Shamed.
We know he doesn't know anything.
I'm beyond shamed. I sold my humility years ago. I mean, forget it.
Right.
You know, but I'm proud
You
of the other.
sold your humility?
Yeah, to
He
the
sold his
devil.
humility.
I have no humility.
To Sacagawea.
My dignity to Sacagawea.
All right. You better go.
My brain is scrambling.
You're kidding. You're trying to think, but nothing's happening.
Oh, Howard.
I like that he was a stockbroker. I will never listen to a stockbroker again.
And
I was
he
successful
did
as a
pass
stockbroker.
a test.
Yep.
I gave Gary an opportunity to make like $64,000 over the course of a week. He passed on it.
Right, and then how many opportunities did you give me that didn't make money? Everybody remembers their biggest success.
No, that was it. You just stopped with me. This idiot, I'm prank calling him, calling the horse-tooth jackass every day. And then I actually called him up on a whim to see if he would open an account, and he did. He actually opened an account up. How do you?
Then I said, what am I doing?
Right.
Because Stuttering John goes, I told you, he's crazy, but he makes money. So I opened the account, and then I go, I'm not giving him my fucking money. I'm out of my mind, and that was that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You think he beat you down for it?
no, I don't do that. I never
Called you every day as a horse-toothed jackass and then wants your money.
Right, you stupid.
Yeah.
But again, he's talking about like one opportunity, but what about all the other opportunities you had for
You're saying Sal could have made you $64,000?
That's what he says. I don't.
No, you even did the math, Gary. It was an IPO that I brought
I
you.
don't even remember I opened the account, and I was so mad at myself for even doing that I couldn't even tell you what the name of the stock was or what the opportunity was. I just completely tuned it out.
I made Doug Goodstein money. I made Stuttering John a lot of money. I did well.
All right, later. Good job, Sal.
Thank you.
This is the greatest show on earth.
Sal.
What?
All right, so after hearing the answers, how do you think you did on the IQ test?
Considering that I don't know that stuff, 4 out of whatever it was, 4 out of 10 isn't bad.
Really?
What are you laughing at, Lisa?
I like the way you make yourself feel better.
Now, you really...
What's there to feel bad about?
You really don't remember hearing those questions?
Those questions I never asked.
Gary says those are the exact questions you asked.
What's Gary doing? Gary's busy sleeping, playing solitaire, sport, leaking out of the garbage pail. What is it? He doesn't pay attention to what's going on around here. If he did, he would know. Come on. Get it. You put this guy in charge? And you want something legitimate to come out of it? Listen, I might not be that bright, but I'm smart enough to stay awake at work if I'm producing the best show in the world.
Was that your update sheet?
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
Laugh at that, Lisa. Giggle, giggle.
Are you a producer now?
Yeah, I'm going to produce my foot in your ass and get you out of here.
The Howard Stern Show is on vacation. But don't worry, we'll return next week with all new serious shows. So for now, enjoy this new episode.
Good, how you doing?
Oh, this early in the morning, I'm functioning. I urinated this morning. I'm happy it didn't burn.
Good.
Life is great. That's it. That's the end of the
That's all you
story.
can ask for.
That's the end of the story. My leg's working. Go to the bathroom, doesn't burn. Hey, life's great.
So it sounds like everything's good. You excited to be back?
Yeah, I'm always excited to be back. 20-some years of doing this, and I'm still excited to do it.
Now you're here for your final comedy tour, right?
Maybe. If it wears me out, it's going to be the final one. But
so you're going to test in the waters.
Yeah. Well, what I'm doing is that the country's going to we're into the dumper. People are depressed, so they need the laughter. The last time I did a grand tour was after 9/11. I went out on 9/14, stayed out over a year. So that's what I'm doing again. Make people laugh. That's simple.
All right, cool. All right, man. We'll see you in there.
All right, see you in there.
All right, David Brenner's here, old friend of the show, comedian. Funny dude. Always stuck up for me. He should have been the host of The Tonight Show. Something went wrong, though. I don't know what happened. What happened to you? You were so close to being... You Johnny Carson. Yeah. How many times did you fill in for Johnny?
About 75, something
75
like that.
times, and it looked like it was the lock was in. It was going to be your job.
I was up there for it, but
you fucked it up. What happened?
I didn't fuck it up. I got involved in a custody battle. I wasn't allowed to work more than 50 nights a year.
Why?
Because it's against the law. You become an absentee father, you lose your kid. You know the whole story.
You didn't want the Tonight Show more than your kid?
No, I wanted the kid to be free. That's why I took my name.
More than the Tonight Show?
Yeah, and I took my name off the list.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Don't you think your son would have been a lot prouder of you if you
He'd be a lot richer, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, all right. Hey, I fucked up, man. What can I tell you?
Do you have regrets?
No, I didn't.
Would you like to be the host of The Tonight Show?
Sure, in a second.
You think Jay Leno's doing a good job?
He's doing all right.
Nothing great.
No, he's never had me on.
Oh, he won't have you on. Why?
No, I don't know. And we're friends. I mean, I'm friendly with the guy.
I mean,
I'm friendly with the guy. I run into him. I go to NBC for other things. I see him. We talk.
You're not good enough for you. You host the goddamn thing.
I don't know. Hey, I don't know.
Why don't you know these things?
Well, what am I going to do? If I know the reason, if I know the reason, is that going to change anything?
You ever run into him? Did you ever say to him?
I see him. Yeah,
you go, Jay. What's the deal?
He even gave me a blurb for my last book. Yeah, really, very nice thing.
Yeah, but did you ever say to him, Jay, why can't I be on the show?
Well, I talked to him. He's, I got to ask the staff, and find out from the staff what to do.
No, he doesn't.
I said, wait a minute, I have my own show. You don't have to ask the staff.
Right.
You're the boss.
Right.
I mean, look, if I wanted to come on your show, would you ever say to me, well, I got to talk to Gary and the guys?
I mean, no.
Yeah. But I don't want to talk about this shit. This is history.
It's upsetting me.
Yeah, well, it upset me then.
So listen, you're here to admit that you...
admit? What do you mean admit? What does this admit? Yeah, go ahead.
You're making it like no one knew you were lying about your age.
Wait a minute.
Everyone here knew you were lying about your age.
You knew because you had some kind of proof and you were generous not to do it?
I knew you were.
All right, but you not by looking at me.
It was an outrageous lie.
Howard, by looking at me? What would you say by looking at me? No.
How old you are, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, don't do a joke.
No. I would say you're about... I don't know. I don't want to be...
What?
All right, hold on.
Strong. Right,
by the way,
thin.
next week, Gilbert Gottfried's coming on here to admit that he's Jewish. But
and short.
All right.
He's
No,
going
no,
to miss-
Robin, we always knew David was lying about his age, right?
course.
We
yeah,
knew that.
Well, but I had. Oh, you want to know why?
How old
Wait a
do you
minute.
think he looks right now?
Seriously, Rob.
Be serious. Don't lie.
Don't go for a joke.
Don't go for
Yeah.
it.
Don't go for a joke.
Just thin. He looks
right.
Yeah,
good.
he always looked good. He
All right.
always kept himself in shape.
Right.
And I would say,
Yeah. Don't be serious.
Let's say 64.
yeah, 64,
Yeah.
65,
Okay.
somewhere
That's
in
it.
there.
Now, think about that. 64. Remember that number.
All right.
When I was doing in college concerts, I started comedy 40 years ago, 1969.
In fact, a lot of people don't know this. David, you know him from the Tonight Show. You know him when he had his, he did comedy. But he was a successful television producer for Merv Griffin.
Is that right?
Not Griffin.
Who was it for?
I wrote, produced, and did documentaries for NBC, CBS. I was the head of documentaries for Westinghouse.
Yeah, I mean, he had a whole
Media.
career before he started comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so he didn't get into comedy as a young
No,
man.
but I looked young. I looked like I was 21 when I went there. So now I'm doing college concerts. I'm making a lot of money. I was like the #1 comedian on college campuses.
And you don't want people to know you're an older guy.
I don't care.
You want to be a young.
Wait, no,
hip
my
comedian.
manager comes to me. He says, "There's a rumor going around about you, and we're losing dates in the colleges." I said, "What's?" They said that you're over 30. I said, "So what's wrong with that?" I never said I wasn't.
Right.
He said, "Well, you know how it's like the Abby Hoffman. Don't trust anyone over 30.
Right.
So I said, "Well,
Back then, all the hippies, all the assholes in my
Didn't
generation.
Yeah, we're all over 30.
Right.
So he said, we got to say you're younger. I said, well, how much younger? He says, I don't know, you pick it. But you got to be young. You got to be in your 20s. I was at that time, ready? I was at that time 33 years old.
Right.
So this is what a schmuck I am. So normally you're going to really do a chop job, you do 10 years.
Right.
So I do, just to be different, like I set my alarm at 7:02, not 7 in the morning.
Right.
You know, I 8:16. Everyone else is doing it on the quarter hours.
Right.
And I don't want to be like everyone else. I've always been this way. So I decided to chop at 9 years. It made sense, right? Now I chop at 9 years. Now when I had to lie, I had to do math.
Right.
You know, like someone say, when did you do your first Tonight Show? How old were you?
Right.
Well, I know I was 35.
So one lie feeds into another lie.
It got, and then doctors. Wait, doctors don't know how old I am. So I
would lie to a doctor?
I had to lie to everyone, Howard. It's going to come
But
out.
wait, are you being honest here?
Now I'm being honest.
No
You
one
don't
can
believe
tell
me.
you
Yeah.
to change your age. You were vain, and you
No,
wanted to
that
be...
isn't it. And then I wanted to go back. After all the colleges and everything, I said, you know what, I'm going to go back. This is ridiculous.
Right.
But by that time, I had everybody covered. I had it covered because it couldn't leak out. That would
But
be
didn't
worse.
people who went to high school with you say, hey, wait a second, I
No,
went to high school
no,
with
what
David
they did,
Brenner. I'm
look,
87 years old.
No, they were good guys. I mean, one of them made one joke. Someone interviewed him. He said, "No, I remember we were about 10 years old, something like that, and we were standing on the street corner hanging out, and this little baby crawled up, and he was very funny with a big nose, and
Right.
it was a funny joke."
Did you lie to the women you dated as well?
Yes, I lied to everyone. Everyone.
You lived a lie.
I lived a massive lie.
Right, 9 years.
But going doctors, and I would say this after I got a physical, I'd say to the doctor, he'd say, "Hey, you're in great shape, boy, heart, lungs, everything, boy, great shape, wonderful shape." I'd say, "Well, how about like in, I don't know, like 9 years from now? Will I be in the, how will I be then? If I had all this now, what you're showing me, 9 years from now," he said, "you won't be in this good a shape 9 years from now." You know what I mean?
So wait a second.
Yeah.
So it gets back to the question: how old are you?
All right, the
Can
truth?
you say
Do you
it?
feel funny saying it?
I'm ready to vomit, but I don't feel funny. All right, no, I will tell you exactly. Okay,
all right.
No jokes. I used to do. People would try to trap me. I'd say, "Well, I'm exactly 9 months older than my teeth." That stupid joke things. Right. Okay, I hear the drum roll. This is great. I will be the next birthday, which is very close to now. I'm having a fucking fit, if you want to know the truth. Howard, you and I have been through.
Or you.
You have gotten me in so many corners in my life.
Did you start to believe your age? Like now?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now, but what happened is my real age. I got depressed thinking about my real age, let alone the lie. I mean, the lie got depressing.
Right.
When I was lying, when I was real, like 55. When I was really 55, and I was saying, I was 40, whatever, 46. Right. 46 was starting to bother me. As the years went by the time I was really like 60, oh my God! And I was saying I was 51.
Well, how old are you?
All right, Tomorrow's
your birthday.
Yeah, but I don't celebrate my birthday. I never did. But tomorrow I'm going to be. Give me a chance. I'm going to be 73.
You're
kidding! Oh my God! You know, you could pass for 71. Really?
I know. In the morning, and that's in the morning, Howard.
73.
Yeah, I'm going to be 70.
My God, David!
I was born. Let's see.
I was afraid you were going to see like 87.
No, 73. Hey, that's now 73.
We need to call you Mr. David. You're a senior.
You said 64.
You still get it up?
Well, oh yeah, but you both said 64.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? Because that's the lie age.
Right.
Right.
So I looked at. No one challenged me. But then I even got phony ID. So I got it on me. I still carry it.
Wow, you really went.
I'll show you my ID. I'll show. Yeah, I went all the way.
But we always knew you were lying.
Well, you know how we knew? It was because David's age didn't change while everybody else's did.
Yeah, I kept getting older, and David was still a young comedian.
I kept. Now
it's unbelievable.
This worked. 9/11 screwed this up.
Careful,
okay,
you could break a bone.
Wait. All right, don't do old jokes. Jesus, you're going to start doing old jokes. You know,
this
don't do old
you're
jokes
in your
now.
60s.
Now
this says you were born in 1995. You're like 13 years
94.
old.
Look at your eyes. 1945 is my fake year.
Yeah.
Now you see it. It's an ID. Now I go to the airport.
First of all, it's so funny because
read what it says. Read what it says on the back.
The identification card is solely used for your personal use. Carry your card at all times. Do not discard without first mutilating or otherwise rendering this card unseeable, unusable.
It's not a driver's license.
No,
now
it's
look,
nothing. Who would show this?
Look at the title of it.
Identification card.
Identification card. So now I'm in an airport one time and I have a photostat of my passport.
Right.
So I go up and they say we don't accept photostats. This is after 9/11.
Yeah.
So I said I always use photostats. They said we don't accept it. I don't have any other ID. So they said, do you have any other ID?
You don't drive?
No, yeah, but I didn't have it with me. I'm not driving. So I said, yes, I do. And I take this out and I get through security.
Wow.
It cost me $3 on 6th Avenue.
Wow.
There are a few Lebanese guys who sell these, anything you want, CIA, FBI. It's a joke.
Yeah. It looks actually official in a weird way.
I got into all the radio and TV stations that have security. I got into the government building here in New York with that.
So did you marry that broad, Ty Babylonia?
No, the broad.
Yeah.
No, Ty Babylonia and I are engaged, and she knows my real age.
What's her story?
So you're engaged. You're getting married again.
That doesn't mean anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to get
divorced a million times.
I'm not a million.
How many times?
480,000.
No, come on.
Why
how
do
many
you
times?
exaggerate?
No, what, about 3 times
Three
already?
times. Twice when I was in my real early 20s.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we didn't know you as a married man.
And then that other broad.
I didn't know me as a married man.
You know
how I knew
married a really hot chick, but he said he woke up a year later and she was just totally different than the girl he met.
A stranger. Yeah, no, she looked the same. Everything beautiful.
She was a complete stranger.
How many kids did you have?
We were together 12 and a half years and had 2 kids.
Yeah. How old are those kids now?
The truth?
Yeah.
Because I say 1 year, 4 years, and 6. But the truth is, Cole, who you know, when I brought him in as a little boy when he was 2 years old, when he used to come in here.
He's like 40 now.
He's 26 years old,
Wow.
6'5".
Right.
And then Slade is 13, and Wyatt's 10.
Now
I give him my ID because I'm going to a government building in Washington next week.
Yeah, why don't you make sure you can get in?
I'll get in with this.
So now that you're 71, are you going to retire?
No, I'm going out.
73.
No, I'm actually going out on a major tour. I'm serious now.
Yeah.
I haven't been out on a grand tour until when 9/11 happened. I went out on 9/14.
Are you going out on tour because you're out of money? Because
No,
you
the
said to me
country's out of money.
No, you said you spend everything you make.
Yeah, but that's
Have you
okay.
stopped that?
No, I won't stop that. Why should I stop that?
He says when he dies, he'll be penniless.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's the idea. Now I'm going out on a tour because of the recession or depression, according to how you want to look at it, realistically or not. And it's time for people to laugh, like it was after 9/11. And I'm starting it in Philadelphia, May 15th and 16th at the Prince Music Theater. And I'm going to go all over the country, maybe for a year.
Does Ty Babylonia have money?
Yeah, Ty's all right.
She's a skater, right?
Yeah, she was a skater.
What does she do?
Greatest pair skater ever with Ty and Randy.
Right. So she's got to have a lot of dough.
Only world champion we ever had against the Russians. You know, the world skating. She's a 5-time national champion.
Does she still skate at all?
Well, what she does now? No, not anymore. Well, she does little seminars with the kids, but what she really does, she has a clothing company selling her own line of skating clothes. She has that. She writes for a skating magazine.
And you satisfied sexually?
Oh, she's fabulous. Oh,
really?
my God.
What is fabulous to you in bed? Seriously, you've been with a lot of beautiful
I'll tell you
women.
what fabulous is with me.
Yeah, what is fabulous?
When you have your orgasm, you don't feel like beating the shit out of her. That's fabulous. That's fabulous.
Is that really like what is fabulous sex to a man like yourself?
Where when you think about what you just did, you can't think of one more thing you wanted to do.
You mean because she does a lot of things in bed to you?
Not in bed. She's just so sexy and beautiful, and we're just compatible. You know, it's two squirrels chasing a nut.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Well, look,
Will she ever pretend to be other women? Will she ever put on outfits?
Like a nun, like a nun thing, a nun.
Do you need any of that?
A rabbi, you know, we have a
what do you
bearded
need
Hasidic
sexually?
Jew.
What makes you
Hasidic
happy?
Jew. I need a blowjob.
Do you need to get licked?
What do I need sexually?
Yeah.
I need whatever's on the menu. It's one of these things. I'll take appetizer, entree, dessert. I'll take it all.
You like that?
What? I don't like anyone touching me in the back.
No, I mean you putting it in the anus.
I don't say, I'm not a proctologist, a human proctologist. But hey, look, if an ass comes along, I'm not going to turn it down. Like I walk into a place and there's an ass there.
You'll give Ty Babylonia anal?
I didn't say I give Ty Babylonia. I'm not going to say that.
Say
Howard. No, Howard. You always now you got a new trap. You're done with my age. Now you're going to fuck with my sex life.
No.
This has been going on 25 years.
Will Ty Babylonia blow you?
Who said she blew me?
Do you need that?
Do I need it?
Yeah.
I don't need it. I need food, but I sure as hell would like it.
Insertion with a woman mostly?
I like everything. I like taking my pants off.
Right.
I like everything about it. There's nothing. Look, I have.
And at 73, you get it up just fine.
Absolutely.
How often do you have sex with Ty Babylonia?
Every night I'm with her, like I do with others. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Every night you're with Ty Babylonia.
Yeah.
That's
once in a great while. No, honestly, once in a great while.
Are you away a lot?
A whale?
Do you? No. Are you away a lot? Like in other words, are you with her every night of the week?
No, I'm away a lot, but sometimes we're together a month or whatever it is. I mean,
every night you're with her.
Yeah, the
Wow.
culmination of a great relationship.
I don't know if I can believe
That's a capper. I swear to you, that's a capper. Once in a while, we might be out real late, and that's the kind of thing, or my back goes. If my back goes out, I have a little bit of trouble.
Right. You with that back.
Well, then I do position 27.
Yeah.
That position where you hang from your ankles. Yeah. Well, look, my mother, when I was a kid, 9, 10 years old. Everyone has a Dybbuk. That's Yiddish for a monster inside of you.
Right.
Some people, it's going to be drugs. Some people lazy. Whatever it is, they're going to ruin their life. There's a Dybbuk.
Mm-hmm.
You got this monster. So it goes back
Yours
to
is
biblical
sex.
days. Mine was women. She said that when I was a little boy because the little girls were always coming around. Where's David? Oh, he's at work. When I was a kid. I started working when I was 8 and a half. He's at work. And they come up to the supermarket and wave through the window and all that stuff. So I've always loved
this guy.
I've loved women.
He would walk down the street and pick up the hottest woman I ever saw.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
The street was number one. Then if you want a higher breed, you go to library. That was good. The museum, Metropolitan was great. All the libraries in town were great.
Man, you got laid a lot.
Yeah.
And I can't believe you banged Ty Babylonia every single night that you're with her. Boy, she must be good in bed then.
Well, no, she's bad.
She's an athlete.
I'm a masochist. I'm gonna
But
suffer.
what makes a woman good in bed? That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, you're in bed. You got
I'm
a
asking
gorgeous
you,
wife
though.
now.
Yeah, but
what's your definition?
Well, I'm asking yours.
Oh, you're asking mine.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, well, that says your show.
You're the interviewer.
I forgot
I mean,
that
I'm the
shit.
interviewer.
I forgot that. Damn it. Yeah.
What is what makes a woman good in bed?
To me, what makes a woman go to bed is that everything is compatible. It's like one of those days where everything you do turns out right. You go back and you think, well, if I would have stayed longer in this place, or if I would have talked to this guy, nothing. You can't think of how you could have improved the day.
Do you still perform? What do you call that?
I thought I came here to talk about my age. Age. He got off of that real fast.
I'll get to
he got off my tour real fast.
Now
he's
back to
banging me on sex again. First time I did his show, and he was playing fucking music for an hour.
Right.
You got like 2 words in, and then music. He would right away. So how much sex you getting now? And then and now we have the Beatles. This is when the beginning. All these years later, he doesn't fucking stop.
No, I want to ask you something.
Yes, go ahead, Howard.
I'm not busting your balls. I'm really serious.
Yeah.
Because you've had this wealth of experience, more than most men.
Yeah.
I'm saying to you.
How many women would you say you've had, as a matter of fact?
Well, I said that the last time I was on the show, he cornered me.
How many?
I
What
guessed,
was your number?
I guessed a little over 2,000, I guess.
All right, you got some experience.
So now I want to know.
That was one night. Then the other night,
you got one,
bang. What?
You admitted your age.
What?
You got one foot in the grave. It's time now.
But it's the right foot.
Right.
It's not the wrong foot in the grave.
It's time to discuss this.
Why is it time now? It's been this time for the last 25 years.
Will you still perform foreplay on Ty Babylonia? In other words, you will lick her vagina. You will do everything.
You must have foreplay. You always must have foreplay.
What do you mean you must have?
Because
what if the
it's
woman
like,
just wants you to
climb on top?
Right. It's like, okay, I'm going to take a shower, and you don't take your clothes off.
No,
you
no,
walk
no,
in the
what I'm
shower.
saying
I mean, there are things you got to do.
Some women don't require a lot of foreplay.
Look, if they're saying that, they're bullshitting.
Really?
But yeah, because the women, they want to get the whole mood going. You got to be.
You got to be romantic.
You got to be
right?
romantic. You got to satisfy the woman. You must satisfy the woman first before you get satisfied. It's only fair. It's right. And guys don't do that. They,
I'm only
bam, bam.
Yeah, but I'm dwelling on this because I'm curious. I really am. How long do you last?
Right.
In other words, when you go inside Ty Babylonia, it's a very sexy, attractive woman. How long can you keep it in there without coming?
I can stay in long. I mean,
really?
Yeah.
Always were you like that?
Yeah, I think of my grandmother on the toilet, and I
do you
calm down.
really have to do something like that? Do you have to think about gross things?
No. What I had to do was I realized it's getting, and I had to slow it down. Yeah, because it's going to go, and I don't want to pop yet.
But you've been with women who are so beautiful your whole life.
Yeah.
It's very hard to hold back. I never can hold back.
It is hard to hold back.
I go in and it feels good.
No, you got to put it in your head. You got to put it in your head.
You do.
You're selfish. I'm now seeing that.
No, I'm not
You're
selfish. I
want
to be a good
thinking
lover.
about yourself.
Wow.
Like David said, you got to think about her.
Oh, let me tell you something. He must. His wife is so in love with him and so dedicated to him, and it isn't because it's everything that makes him him.
Yeah.
And that includes his sex life. So he's bullshitting.
So, no. So can you go like 3 or 4 minutes and hold
3 or
out?
4 minutes?
Yeah. Wow.
Howard. What are you talking about?
What are you saying?
I'm not.
You saying you go like 15, 20 minutes?
What are you talking about, Howard?
What are you saying?
I'm not. What? I can go. I can keep going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Always.
This is what you're supposed to do.
If I hold out 3 minutes, it's a miracle.
I don't believe you.
It's true. Ask Beth. Sometimes I hold out like a minute.
Oh, stop!
And it feels good to me.
There's some
heterosexual.
There's some monkeys who have an orgasm. They come in 4 seconds.
Wow.
Some monkeys.
Me too.
You're a monkey.
I've done that with women.
You're a monkey.
I've done that. I've been with beautiful women who
4 seconds.
4 seconds, not even one stroke, and I come. I can't help it. It feels good.
Sometimes right before you get your pants off when you're a teenager.
No, never that.
When you're a teenager and you're dry humping in the back of a car, and now you're going to get it, and it's too late. You know what I mean? You just ruined your pants.
You mean you're doing it, and then you just slow down?
Yeah, slow down, and right. Change the position, whatever it is. You keep it going.
If a woman goes on all fours with me,
that's it.
That's it. I can't hold back. Even just the thought of it.
Well,
she's crazy.
He just came.
Right.
Look at that face.
Right.
He just came.
I'm the opposite of gay, whatever that is.
Yeah, even if it's a woman's like a cleaning lady in the buildings at night and they're scrubbing the floor, you see that. I bet you wet your pants.
In what position do you have the least control? In other words,
I don't particularly like a woman on top of me. I'm a control guy. I like control.
That too.
I don't like that. I mean, it isn't like. I mean, it's better than having a bad apple. But it's not.
And you're faithful to Ty Babylonia?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, look at
you.
you.
I'm wild. See, that's the thing about me. I've always been wild. You know that. Howard.
Yeah, I know.
But
you have
when I settle down with someone,
right,
you're
really
faithful. Yeah, I do. I think it's
you
it's
never
fair.
brought other women in. You never had 2 women at the same time.
Well, not with the
Ty.
No, but yeah, I've been.
What about that hot piece of ass that I was in love with? The one that.
Yeah, right.
That one that was on your
makeup?
Yeah. I saw her about 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
She has not changed a bit.
Why the hell did you break up with? I know she was looking to get married to you, but she was hot.
Yeah, no, we had some problems there, but yeah, she was great. I mean, I am a fan.
He's a cocksman, this guy.
I'm a fan of women.
Yeah.
I love women. I have always loved them. But that means I respect them.
What about the most recent ex-wife? You communicating with her? You talk to her about the kids?
Okay, here's a. We thank God for email.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there would be nothing said between us. It's amazing.
Got that
I'm
bad,
serious.
Huh?
Oh, it got that bad. Yeah.
What did you? Well, she
took me. She took me to court twice to win custody. Take the kid to California. Same thing. I've been four custody battles.
These women don't want you around the kids.
Yeah, you think I was a bad guy, but my kids love me. My
Yeah.
kids love me, man. I'm crazy. I'm not the greatest father. Like I go to school, I go to a play.
Right.
All right. This is when my little boy was about. He's 10 now, so he's about 7. So I go to the play. It was that thing with the yellow brick road. I hate that shit. Yeah, I hate all that play. So I go. I go, and I'm sitting there, and it was like a Tuesday, and I'm sitting there, and the place is crowded, and I'm bored out of my mind, and I'm looking at the wizard. The kid, he has combs his hair straight over his forehead, and he has a little square mustache under his nose. So I look at him, I turn to the guy next to me, I don't know him. Some father, I say to him,
doesn't a wizard look like Adolf Hitler? and the guy turns to me, Howard, and he goes, that's my son. I mean, is that a trap?
Wow.
Yeah. So, but look how I recovered. I said, am I the first one to tell you your son looks like Adolf Hitler? So he laughed. He turned to his wife and says, look, he looks like Adolf Hitler. I go, oh, boy. Now, after all that, I get home after all that, and I say, and my kid was one of those urchins or elves or whatever the hell
Munchkins.
they are. Yeah, munchkin. So he was one of the munchkin. Well, they all wear the same hat. They all, I couldn't, which one's my
Can't even
son?
spot him.
No.
Right.
So Wyatt comes home. I say, Wyatt, you were great. You were great, and I know you're a munchkin. I couldn't really pick it out, but all the munchkins were good, so I know you were good. He says, Dad, that's the other class. Mine's tomorrow.
You went to the wrong
I said,
night?
I'm not fucking coming back tomorrow.
You sat through someone else's play?
Yeah, right. Are you kidding? I went to someone else's
It's
play
hard, man.
with a different Adolf Hitler.
Boy, all these women want to get the kid away from you. And so you go through a lot with all of this.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, out of the last 21 years, I have been involved in 19 years of either being in family court. I had 5 years in the Supreme Court here. Be in court, preparing to be in court, trying to avoid being in court. I have files, legal files, trunks filled.
What
happened?
I don't know what happened, but don't forget, I'm one of the few men that won back then with Cole when he was like 12.
I remember that.
And I have now won 3 custody battles.
It costs you a
and
lot of
men
money,
don't
though.
win. Well, it isn't the money. I know how to handle. I'm a pro. I
When
could be
you
a lawyer.
say you win a custody battle, you have full custody of your children?
No. What happened is we had a perfect split on the 2 boys now.
In other words,
Perfect split, 50-50. 2 weeks. She gets them first 2 weeks. I get them the second 2 weeks every month.
Right.
She wanted to move to California. We're in Vegas. She wanted to move to California, take the kids.
Right.
I said, you can't take the kids.
Right.
Can't do it.
Right.
Not so much that I don't want to go see the wizard again.
Yeah, but
they need a father.
Right.
It isn't me. It isn't
thinking of
about
them.
me
Yeah.
because I
You
can
could
get
get
along.
along, right.
I would be fine.
Right.
Believe me, I'd be fine.
I believe you.
None of this wipe my ass, daddy, or there's something
Right.
stuck
In fact,
here.
it'd be
all that.
easier for you.
It would be. It would be much easier.
Right.
And I could get out of Vegas maybe or something. I'd go do something. Anyway, it's the kid. The
Right.
kid.
Kid needs a
now,
father.
Mix it in with what we were talking about before. Look at my age. I'm 73 years old, man.
Right.
I take great care of I work out every day. I walk 3 miles a day, 15-minute mile. I eat right. I do it all.
Right.
How much longer am I going to be around? And to deprive me, one thing, but to deprive the kids of having a father when he hits that certain age, it isn't right.
Yeah. That's
I mean, how
selfish.
long do I have? Do they have a father? I mean, how many? If I'm
It's
lucky,
selfish. It's
yeah,
selfish.
It is. Well, I found out something. All my custody battles. Here's what I found out.
Yeah, what did you
woman who will jump in front of a train to save her child's life. That same woman will throw that same child in front of the train to spite a man.
Right.
I'm
Right.
serious.
Right.
I'm the honorary president of the Children's Rights Council. With all the you hear stories that men tell. It'll make you throw up. It's such tragedies how they're kept from their kids. We always hear the woman's side of it with the bad guy.
So your wife was forced to stay in Vegas.
Well, what she did, she got married to a guy in California.
Yeah.
So she commutes. She's 2 weeks with her husband in California and 2 weeks in Vegas being a mother.
Wow. Well, that's commendable.
Yeah, and yeah. Well,
That is.
there's no choice.
Right.
And Ty, who was in L.A., Ty has moved. She's in Oregon now. She has her kid, and she has the same thing.
Oh, Ty's in Oregon.
Yeah, she went.
So no wonder you fucker wanted to see her. You're not living with her.
You're in Vegas.
Well, we never lived
I
together.
didn't
We
know
never
that.
could.
Oh, no wonder it's working out.
No, no.
Come
I would
on.
live with her in a second. Are you kidding? I always wanted to. She's one of the few women in my life I wanted to live with. We get along so
So what
great.
do you do when she's not around for a couple of weeks? You beat
I
off?
go fucking nuts.
You beat off?
No, I don't. I haven't beat off since I'm 14.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't know why. Well, I never had to. Now I really should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe
really
you should take that up.
Yeah, take it up. Very good.
Thank you, Howard.
Mary Ann from Brooklyn, say hi to David Brenner. You can go to
Oh my
davidbrenner.com.
God, David Brenner! I am a long-time huge fan. I saw you years ago, maybe 100 years ago at Pips. I can't believe you're 73 years old.
Thank you.
Howard, he's got Facebook, Howard. I just Facebooked you, David. I love you, and I'm coming on your tour. And when are you going to be in New York City?
New York. I'm going to start in Philly. It's my birthplace, and I'm going to end it in New York because it's the birthplace of my career.
I'm coming to see you.
Okay.
All right, Mary.
All right,
Are you
thanks
still
a lot.
friends with Joan Rivers, or you guys?
Yeah,
broke
no,
up?
no,
You
we're
friends.
No, we're friends.
You got any enemies?
Well, yeah, I must
Showbiz
have.
enemies?
I must have enemies.
Yeah.
You know, guys.
I love feuds. I love showbiz
Yeah,
feuds.
I think there are
Nobody
guys
you
who
hate?
pissed off at me.
Anybody you hate?
No, I wouldn't say that.
You never banged Joan Rivers, did you?
No,
No, thank God.
no, I didn't bang Joan, But I didn't go with too many people in the business. I'm always looking.
Did you ever have any real famous girlfriends? You probably went that route for a while.
A little famous here or there.
Yeah.
I was with surgeons, secretaries, part-time
No
work.
famous chicks besides Ty?
Very few. Very, very few. Very few. I like women for what their essence. I don't like them because they're famous and all that. I could have had all the famous women, but I'd rather have somebody who's a teacher in a school.
But who's that one you keep thinking about? That one famous
Probably Moms Mabley. Worked with her.
Moms Mabley, what a great comedian.
She was great.
She actually, she was at the Apollo doing a show, and she always went, my husband, he's so ugly, I bury him upside down. Let him dig his way out of that shit. That was Moms Mabley. So she suddenly collapses it on the stage. And everybody's like, and then she starts joking about being old, and she starts talking, and she does like 25, 30 minutes laying on the stage, right? That place, they closed the curtain. She had a heart attack.
And she went through her act.
She finished her act.
That's impressive. Yeah, she was great.
Yeah.
Your dad was in vaudeville? I didn't know your dad was in show business.
He was a comedian, song and dance man. He had a contract. His best friend was Vernon Dent, he's the big guy in the Stooges, Three Stooges. He has the mustache.
Your dad worked with the Three Stooges?
He had a contract to do movies with them. He came back to Philadelphia from California. He was a young guy. Yeah. And my grandfather was one of the top rabbis in Philly. And gave him the speech. You can't work on Shabbat, Friday nights. You can't do a job you can't work Friday nights until Saturday. But unlike Eddie Cantor, Al Jolson, who defied their father, father listened to his father.
And he didn't do the movies with the Three Stooges?
No, he missed show. He never went on stage again.
Wow.
But then he lived vicariously through me.
Wow, how sad. I mean, to work with the Three Stooges, to me, the Three Stooges were the greatest.
They were Philly guys. Three Jews from Philly, from South Street.
I love those guys.
Yeah, fabulous.
All right, so listen, man, it's all good. I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
I mean, you're doing well. I mean, you seem like you're in a good place.
You give us hope. It's not over after a certain age.
And I ought to do commercials and everything. Look, I have nothing done to me. I mean, I'm afraid of a knife, I'm afraid.
You never had a nose job or a...
Howard, we both had nose jobs, okay? You want to fucking lie about things, there's a great lie.
I had a nose job.
Well, so did I. Mine was huge. Let me see.
You had a nose job?
Turn it. Mine was like, I had a big nose. Turn around. Let me see. Let me see the profile.
See?
No, what the fuck? You got to sue the doctor if you had a nose job. I don't believe that. Jeez. Oh, please, Howard.
What is it, Matthew? One last question for David Brenner. You have the floor. Go ahead, Matthew.
Yeah, hi. Hey, Howard. Thanks for taking my call. Richard, it was a great interview. I didn't know a whole lot about your age and about your legal stuff. I just hope it doesn't get you into trouble getting into airports with a fake ID.
I'm in so much fucking trouble anyway. This is not going to add. This is a little salt on a potato.
And by the way, his name is David.
Yeah, you know what it
Howard.
is? You know what it is? Richard Belzer. Richard Belzer and I they confuse us all the time.
Do they really?
Yeah, they come up to Richard and they say, David Brenner. I don't know why. He's an old guy with big ears. I mean, what the hell is it? What happened, Richard? Belzer.
Listen.
I love Belzer.
Yeah, listen, let's go to Rob. Rob, you're on the air. You got the final word, Rob. Go ahead.
Yeah, David, for years you've been lying about your age.
Yeah.
My mother went to your bar mitzvah.
I know. No, wait, I'll tell you why.
Same age, born in 36.
Yeah, but she didn't go to my bar mitzvah, and I'll tell you why. I wasn't bar mitzvah.
Yes, you were, too.
No. He's telling me. I wasn't bar mitzvah.
You weren't there.
I wasn't bar mitzvah. If your mother, she probably came to a party. I lied about it being a bar mitzvah. The rabbi was a friend who lived down the street from me. It was an Italian guy.
Dominic Barber, you're on the air with David Brenner.
David, just give advice to Howard whether or not he should have a child later in life, because you had to be 63 for your last child.
Yeah, but my two boys know how old I am. I said, don't get scared, and they see me. Don't get scared, and they see me working out, and they see I got the muscles, and they say, Dad, our friends' fathers who are in their 40s and all that, they're not built like you. They're not in your shape. They don't look as good as you. And the hair, you got the hair and all that. Yeah. Now I want to tell you something. My oldest boy, Cole, years ago, I said, look, I got to tell you something. He said to me, Dad, if you're going to tell me your real age, if that isn't your real age, because it's on his birth certificate. Right. He said, if that isn't your real, I don't want to know about it. He said, I'm scared enough. Now, I had an old father, so I was scared.
With 9 years shaved off, they were scared.
You ready?
Right,
you ready for this? Before I came here, I said, look, I got I want to talk to you about one other thing, Cole. I said, I'm going on Howard Stern show, and he's always cat and mouse with me with the age thing. He said, Dad, say hello to Howard. Give him my best. He said, don't tell me.
He doesn't want to know.
Really doesn't want to know.
I'm wondering.
He might think you're 85.
I talked to him last night, and we didn't say anything, but I'm wondering if he's going to listen to radio. And if he doesn't, I wanted to tell him myself in case it came out.
Yeah.
But now I'm afraid one of his friends is going to come in and say, boy, your father's a fucking old guy. He had you. He must have had cobwebs on his dick when he had you. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of those things.
But what about what Dominic is saying? Dominic's hung up. He says he thinks I should have children. I'm at the happiest point. I had 3 kids.
Howard,
my wife is happy.
Right.
She's not looking for children. We're so happy together.
Howard.
It would ruin it.
Let me tell you something, Howard. They say that children change your life. You want to know something? They fucking ruin it. I love my kids,
right.
But my life would be. You remember my life, sailing the world, having, very, very much my life,
right.
My life.
All about
not
you.
living in a place because I have to. Where's the closest school? Who gives a shit?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I don't want the school near me. I don't want the kids even walking by my house on the way home.
Right.
I don't want the fucking kids around me. And
See,
even,
a lot of people don't admit this.
Okay, look, men feel this way. Right. Kids are they're like hemorrhoids. Even when they're perfect, they're a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? They change your whole life to a point where you don't want to go.
Right.
If you're happy, look, someone
We're
once said,
happy.
if you're, here's my definition of happy. It's not original. It's doing what you love to do in a place you don't want to leave.
Right.
Now think about kids. What they will do to interfere with your job, what they will do with where you live, things like that. And you sacrifice it, and then they get to be teenagers, and they're out there.
Hating your guts.
I'm lucky I look as good as I do.
Right.
My Cole was a terror, and then he's the most wonderful man.
Right.
He's fabulous.
Right.
Best guy. Now Slade is 13.
Right.
What a terror. What a fucking pain. He tried, he's got the hip-hop music playing, blaring. He comes in, he's arrogant. He won't do his schoolwork. He's a straight-A student. Now he's like, I said, I'm going to read your report card upside down because it's all like at the bottom of this fucking list. I mean, he's wonderful. He's funny.
So the answer is...
Don't have kids.
Right. That's what I said.
And
I don't want that.
You got your daughters. What do you need?
I got daughters.
But I know. What do you need?
What do I need?
You did it.
Right. And believe me.
So why did you do it?
You know what? The first one was an accident. Listen to this. The first one was an accident.
Well, you're too old to be having accidents.
No,
accident?
Look, I haven't
wear rubber?
When I was 14, I tried a rubber. And I said, what is it? This is fucking nuts. This is like putting a helmet over your head.
Oh, wait a second. With Thai Babylonia, no rubber?
I haven't used one since I'm 14.
What do? You pull out?
No.
You come inside a woman?
I got 3 kids.
Yeah, but why don't you have 50?
Maybe I do. Howard, I don't know.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Let's say you would pick up a chick and you go to bed with her. One-nighter. You've had those.
Well, before AIDS.
Right.
Yeah.
You would come inside a woman?
Yeah, when AIDS hit, that scared me. Now I started to settle down with like one. Right. You know what I mean?
Right,
I stopped.
You said, well, I better get serious.
I better start to,
Understood.
Really be, right.
But you mean to tell me when you're with a woman?
Yeah.
You always ejaculate inside of her.
Yeah.
And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah, well, a couple of them tell you stories.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, but they tell you
you're expecting the woman to be doing something about this?
Well, they have the pill. They have a pill. When they get a headache,
them?
they take 2 aspirin. Why can't they take the pill?
You believe they have the pill?
Well, that's the problem. Sometimes they lie to you. Look, I had the first one accidentally.
Why was it an accident? Did she say she had her pill and she didn't?
Yeah, it's one of those, if it happened 2,000 years ago, we'd have another savior. You know what I mean? One of those jobs. You know what I'm saying? So, but then the second one was because Elizabeth, after caring for Cole during the custody battle, she suddenly changed her mind and said she wanted to have a kid. And so we had Slade. And then Wyatt was another accident. An accident in this sense. We lost a child. Oh. And going into the operating, and she was really in bad shape. And she has embolism, so she could have lost her life. So I held her hand, and going into the operating room, and she said, promise me that we'll have another. All of a sudden, she said, promise me we'll have a child to replace the one we're losing.
Right.
That was an accident. The one we were losing was an accident. And I said, hey, what are you going to say? No, go in there and good luck. I hope you live.
But why not pull out? Yeah. Why not pull out and finish on their stomach?
Because it's a different feeling.
Wow.
It's like vomiting and keeping your mouth closed. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work.
Wow. I always wear a rubber.
Why?
Always.
You're with your one.
I don't want her to get pregnant.
Oh, but come on, if she doesn't want a child, she'll tell you and she'll have the protection.
No, she does not
seems
believe
like
in
a
abortion.
lovely, honest woman.
She said one thing: I don't want to have a child, but if you got me pregnant, I would not have an abortion. And I said, then I got to wear rubber.
Yeah,
Because
well, I'm not. Yeah, that's
I
a
believe in
controversial
abortion.
thing. Yeah,
I believe in abortion as birth control.
Well, I believe
think of
that
that?
it's a woman's right. A woman's right. She has the final word. I'm not sure about it. I was a mistake child. I was an accident.
I had a feeling you were.
Yeah, well, obviously, look at me with my madness and everything. Who wants this? You could tell. And when I was born, I was fucked up.
I believe I'm a mistake as well.
There must be a bunch of accidents in this
I've
room.
been a mistake ever since. I at the night of conception until this very moment, I am a mistake child. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but the
I
whole
can't
feeling's
believe you don't
different.
use a
How
rubber.
can you?
How do you not have 50
How
kids?
do you use a rubber? Do you?
Oh, I love it.
You
I
take
like
a
it
bath
better.
with a suit on? There's no feeling.
I don't. It's too much contact without the rubber. I like it.
He's telling you how quick he is, and he's wearing a rubber.
I come so fast with the rubber. If I didn't have one on, it would be over before I even got in there. I mean, it would just the
And what do you
air
do?
hitting
Then
my
you go in
penis.
and you pour it in the toilet?
I mean,
what are you
don't know.
doing with it?
Yeah, I throw it in
Or
the
say,
toilet.
here's to you,
I
and
throw it
you
in
know
the
what?
toilet.
Head toast,
I'm telling you, man.
I'm telling you, the feeling without it, it's day and night. I tried it when I was 14.
Well, I had kids, so I know what it's like.
Yeah,
but,
well.
and before AIDS and all that in college, girls were on the pill. I would bang them without anything.
Yeah, right. Well, it's a price you're going to pay, but the enjoyment's worth it. I mean,
I can't believe you come inside chicks like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect strangers.
Well, they're not perfect strangers.
But I'm just saying, girls you meet.
We said hello. We talked a few minutes. I said, where'd you go to school? I know things about them. It's time to have sex.
But you can ruin your life if you have a kid with these. You know these women.
No,
you were a target.
Look
you were
at me.
a target.
Of course I was a target. I did.
No,
Howard,
you
what
had
do you mean I could have? What do you mean I could have?
You should have had 50 based on what you're telling me.
Maybe I do. But
no, they would come after you.
All the times in custody court, pulling myself away from the Tonight Show, all that kind of stuff.
I can't believe what you're telling me.
From a kid. But you know what? And the kid, to save a kid is worth anything. To have a kid's another story, but once you have a kid, you do everything in the world to make that kid the happiest kid he could ever be.
Sure, and I admire you for that, but I just can't believe what you're telling me. I can't even believe this. You're shocking me.
The next time I'm with Ty, I'll call you at the right moment. I'll call you.
Please do. We'd love to listen in.
And put a little camera. We'll have a little camera like in the taxi show.
We'd love to see what you do with Ty Babylon.
I'll do it in a taxi with that guy. I'll fake him out. I'll wear a mask.
Listen,
I'll act drunk. He picks me up at night. What?
We have learned a lot today, a lot to absorb and a lot to think about. You've really done it now.
How do you feel now? You're going to walk out of here and everybody's going to know your age.
I'm not sure. I'm glad I got it off my chest and with Howard because he's been a cat all the time and I've been a mouse.
I'm glad
finally
you told
he's a
me.
tiger and I'm caught. Great. I feel great about that because that's the only dishonest thing I ever said to the guy. I'll say anything that's truthful.
No.
But I think on the way back to the hotel, before I go to the airport, I'm going to start to have pains I've never had before. I think
We'll see.
it could be Dorian Gray. There might be a picture of me, that looks so young, and now it's getting old, and I'm done. I don't know. I don't know.
I would start lying again. Let's pretend this never
I want to
happened.
lie about something else, though.
Yeah.
I want to lie that I have a toop. I have fake hair. Maybe that's general
That's
enough.
a good one.
Yeah.
He's the greatest. David Brenner, everybody.
Boy, I got away with murder. I lied the whole show was nothing but lies. Except for the tour. All lies. Isn't that great?
You finally got it off your chest.
Yeah, well, he has been playing with this maybe 20 years. Always suspicious. Then all of a sudden he'd bring up, he'd say, so how you feeling? So how old are you again? He's been toying with me all these years.
Right?
So, I think he always knew.
He knew something
but
was up.
I figured, if I was ever going to open up and tell the truth, I have to do it with Howard. Because he earned it, man. Yeah. So
how was it, Mac?
It was fabulous. It's another, I have never been on a show where we haven't together each taken a bat and hit a home run. This is what Howard, this separates him from everybody. It always has. I used to do it when he had to play music over there in one of the network shows. I stopped in after a Studio 54 night because I heard him on the air. I heard him in Washington. I said, I got to do that guy's show. It's great. And I just popped in on him. I think I was one of the first celebrities to do it. Yeah.
So it's always good hanging out with Howard. Right?
Oh, please, he's a gem. He's the best. He's one of a kind. He's the greatest. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for stopping by.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
On Tuesday's wrap-up show, the great George Takei dropped by. We love when George comes on wrap-up. And he was espousing a theory that it was no coincidence that Artie Lang did not show up, because I think 4 times when George was here, Artie just didn't show. So there's a lot of talk about that, and George loves to talk about practically anything. And here's how it went.
Starting with Artie Lang not being in, and is it a coincidence that George Takei just happens to be here?
Well, I think it's very consistent now, isn't it? It's not a coincidence. It's wasn't it you that said out of the 10 Mondays, Artie's been absent 4 when I've been here.
That's right.
So
40%.
I think there's a pattern there.
Do you think he's avoiding you, George?
I'm beginning to think so. But his excuse was his being ill. And the last time I was here, which was about, 2 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
2.5 months ago, Artie looked great. He really is visibly losing weight. And he told me he was going to his therapist, and not just going to his therapist, but walking almost 20 blocks to get there. And it's all showing. So I think this claim of being sick today is genuine.
All right. So does John Hine.
So do I.
And so does Robin.
I thought Robin disagreed with you.
Well, no, she was hoping.
We're all hoping.
Yeah.
The other thing would be we're hoping he's on drugs, and we don't hope that.
No, I think George, you, Benji, and myself were the ones saying that he was sick. I said he was exhausted from a long weekend, but sick. And everyone else, I believed, disagreed. Gary, you didn't vote.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Shuley came to me for the news, and I said, listen, Artie, if he were sitting here, would say that his track record is horrendous, and that if you go off his track record, and he did say in his book that when he told us he was sick all those times, he wasn't. So I don't know the answer to that. My feeling is I want to believe that he's just sick and tired, but his history doesn't bode well, so I'm on the fence, and I'm being a completely politically correct 50. It could be the thing.
Well, Artie has planted the seeds of doubt.
Right.
In all of us. So, he can't be upset by that. But we all hope that he's sick.
I reevaluated what I think Ralph nailed it. I think it's about the birthday.
Yeah.
I think
right.
I think he might be sick, but I think it's more a combination of extremely depressed, like Artie said before, and cannot get out of bed. And maybe he did maybe he did some drinking that ran him down, and he feels like crap.
So just didn't feel like coming into work this morning?
I think it's probably he's having physical manifestations of his depression.
See, the whole weekend thing works if we didn't have Monday off.
Yeah.
Because Monday is almost like a built-in rest day. So I could see him Yankee game Friday night, Giant game on Sunday.
Well, he was in Detroit over the weekend. He did that charity.
What night was the gig, Teddy?
I think it was Saturday.
Right. So Artie's home, theoretically watching football games sometime on Sunday afternoon and hopefully relaxing. So that gives you a full day to recuperate.
Plus, he's said it. He's always mindful of the significance of these birthdays.
Well, it's not just this birthday,
right?
Yeah, you missed this, George.
This Artie said a couple weeks ago. He's always been extremely scared of this particular year because
his father.
This is where he outlives his dad.
This is the year he'll outlive where his dad passed away.
Right. So
or his
I
dad's
think
accident.
It's a combination of all of these things. Sometimes sickness can happen because, you think about it too much. And the combination of all that work and exhaustion and maybe, some normal drinking and and the depression about, the significance of this birthday, I think could have caused genuine illness.
Well, there's lots of speculation, of course, and I guess that question will be answered tomorrow morning if and when Artie comes in. Gary, you found that, I'm guessing, by that voicemail, right?
Yeah, I got the voicemail this morning. I was joking around with Howard. I drive, the same way in every morning, and I don't have any dead spots on the phone when the call came in. I'd never heard the phone ring, and then all of a sudden, beep, there was a message there. Then I listened. It was Artie. And I wonder if Artie's smart enough to know to make it go directly to voicemail, either A, because he doesn't want to talk to me, or B, because he recognizes how good his voicemails are for the show.
Paul, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good, Paul. How are you?
Good. I have a comment to George. George, I just think you're wicked, man. I love it when you're on the show. You've got such a distinguished voice that everything you say just sounds interesting, and you just want to listen.
Well, thank you. I'll keep on talking.
Wicked. Yeah, it'd be awesome if you can come on the show. As much as we love Artie, if George could get on the show even more, that'd be even awesome.
Well, I'll try to make it as often as I can. But if Artie's trying to avoid me like that, maybe I should restrain myself a little bit so we have more of Artie.
Do you think it's homophobia, anti-Asian, or just plain old sick?
I think it's plain old sick.
All right.
I want to believe that.
All right.
No, I love him. I think he really doesn't have a prejudiced bone in his body. And what was the other thing? Anti-Asian homophobia. Well,
that you guys are working on.
How
much does he owe you?
Someone who pretends to be that homophobic, I suspect. There's some, and that wonderful performance he gave coming out to me.
You think it was too good?
I thought it was very, very good. And I know he's a good actor, but good actors use what they have.
Brian in Massachusetts, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Brian.
Hey, I got a theory on why Artie's out.
Okay.
I think it's because it always seems like when the first day George is there, Artie just feels as if he doesn't need to be there. You already got somebody to kind of fill in his spot, so why should he come in? He's not sick.
Well, I disagree with that, Brian. I'll tell you why. Because there's a chemistry between George and Artie that Howard likes to talk about. He'll go, George will tell a story about the first, time he ever got blown, and then Howard will go something like, look at the look on Artie's face, and he'll bring Artie into the conversation. So I don't think Artie feels like George takes a spot. They sort of work well together.
And it's an interesting coincidence, like the amount Artie's been out when George has come. But Artie probably didn't even know George was coming in today.
That's true.
That's true.
Artie probably doesn't even know. Which makes it even stranger.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, I was getting my balls busted about going down to Miami to Tootsie's and yelling and screaming on the stage and everything. And then Jason Kaplan comes in, who he thinks runs the place around here lately, but just shit into everybody's business. And fuck him. He shouldn't be butting into anybody's business. He should sit there with his little Mickey Mouse ears on, at his little computer, and record the shows like he's supposed to do. You guys should watch this shit and check it out, man. I'm going to ream his ass.
Now, Ronnie went down to Tootsie's, I believe it was being referred to as. But Tootsie's.
Don't start your bullshit already.
And Judge is reporting.
And we heard
Tootsie's.
And that's what Howard called it.
I don't care what Howard called it.
And we heard some tape of.
That's not what it's called.
And we heard some tape of Ronnie doing his thing, which was met with a lot of criticism and a lot of advice on how Ronnie can do a better job. Now, before you say anything, Ronnie, Gary, you used to do, and I don't know if you still do these types of appearances. What's sort of the plan when you're doing that?
Listen, I don't do these as much anymore. Ronnie and I have done a bunch together. My feeling about this has always been, and Ronnie will admit to this too, when you're at a strip club and they announce you to come out on stage, Ronnie sometimes goes like, what are we going to do? Like, no, guys do not want to see us. You know what I mean? They're there to do their thing. So my thing, and Howard has goofed on me in the past saying, hey, who's paying to see you do this? You don't give them anything. But in that instance, I'm get off and get on. Hey, how you doing? I'm Gary from the Howard Stern Show, heard on Sirius XM Radio. Want to thank everybody coming out tonight. We got a lot of hot chicks, so let's bring them all out. And I'm done. 15 seconds, I'm off the stage.
So what did Ronnie do wrong, if anything?
Well, Ronnie's trying to get a bunch of guys hyped up that don't necessarily want to be hyped up, and that I don't know that a talented comedian is going to get those guys. In other words, if you've been sitting in a club for an hour, right, and you can't adjust your eyes because there's been a hot chick draped over your face for an hour, what is Ronnie going to do to make you stop doing that?
Well, Ronnie, you bring a ton of energy to it, but is that the challenge, what Gary's talking about?
It's no challenge, John. It's one. It was, first of all, it was almost 2 a.m. Everybody was drunk off their ass.
Okay.
So whatever happens, happens. I mean, I was loaded.
That's excuse for going with?
Yeah.
emceeing while intoxicated?
Exactly.
So you were having a good time.
Just having a good time.
And you tried to have everybody else sort of enjoying the good time.
Yeah, a little energy in the room,
Yeah, I've heard the toughest one that I've ever been involved with just happened to be with Ronnie we were out in Vegas, and they wanted Ronnie to auction off this robe for kids dying of cancer. So Ronnie, we're in this
At
club,
a strip club?
At a strip club.
Yeah.
So not only are we interrupting guys in the middle of dances, and this is early in the night, but Ronnie even goes, I don't know how. They're insisting I do this, and he's like. Ronnie's holding up this robe and he goes, "Come on, this kid's dying of fucking cancer."
Now, do you feel like you're sort of expert at this now? You've done it.
No, I
quite a
don't
few
feel
times.
expert. What do you mean expert?
I mean, you've done it.
There's nothing to be an expert of doing something at a strip club.
So what's your strategy? What's your game plan going in?
Just to go out and have fun.
That's it?
I had fun. I was having a good time.
And if you're having fun?
Everybody should be having fun if I'm having fun, man.
So what do you...
It's all about meeting guys and girls, you know?
So what do you think of when Howard and Robin start sort of critiquing you and you're saying,
Dude,
too much?
I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Do you think Ronnie could learn from what Howard and Robin are offering when they're listening back?
You know, you're going to have to fill me in on that one because I was talking to Chris Russo the whole time. What were they offering?
Well, they played, and Benji, you can help me here. They played Ronnie's tape back at Tootsie's and he said, way too much. Sort of what you were saying, like get to the girls, don't, and what's Ronnie basically doing up there? What criticism do you think they gave him?
Well, I was just wondering, will you do the same act at the
It's
4-year
not an act.
anniversary?
Dude, hello. It's not an act. I was just out there having a good time.
So
it's not an act.
All right. Well,
I'm not putting together an act, okay?
But will you do the same thing at the 4-year anniversary? Is there something else planned for the 4-year anniversary?
Tootsie's Miami is a whole different place than Rick's Cabaret in New York.
So then what will you be saying there? We'd be saying like, 4 years.
No. I'll just go up there and say, hey, it's, welcome to Rick's Cabaret.
So you do tailor it to the specific event.
Exactly.
You ever think
it's more corporate there than it is in Miami, okay?
You ever think about going to Richard and Sal and say, hey, why don't you write me a funny line? I've done that with them. I say, hey, give me a couple of lines.
No, I don't want them to do anything for me.
Really?
No, I'd rather do it myself.
Right. But you're not mad at them.
No, I'm just saying I don't need them.
But you're also saying you don't have any game plan going in. You just have a good time and whatever comes out, comes out.
And then, I talk with the DJ dude and, we figure out some little stupid thing like throwing out T-shirts. It's like they don't want any big deal. They don't want to put an act out there. They don't want a comedy show. Just go out there and yell at the crowd. They don't care.
You could crack a joke or two when you get up there. Gives you a little bit of goodwill to go another 30 or 40 seconds, and then you're off.
They don't want to hear jokes. They don't want to hear jokes there. Believe me.
You know your audience.
They don't want to hear jokes.
Now, what about the dancing act that followed you down to Tootsie's? She seemed to have a good time as well.
What dancing act?
Didn't somebody call
Jada
DeVille, the porn chick? You call that a dancing act?
I don't know. What would you call it?
She's standing on the head of my balls. That's a dancing act? She's talented. Let's put it that way.
Dan in Philly, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Okay, I just want to say, Ronnie, you're a smacked ass. That act you do is really fucking dumb. And it is an act. You put on this persona, and so then you act like you're the fucking Ricky man, and you're all that. You're just an old, decrepit little fuck, man.
Yeah, well, fuck you, asshole. You're not there. You weren't even
That's
there.
all you got?
Were you there? Were you there?
That's all you got?
Were you there, moron?
I can picture it. You're fucking
you
old
can
asses
picture
up on the stage
nothing.
instead of girls.
You're an idiot that calls into a radio show. You got nothing else to do.
Well, I'm not making a fool out of myself.
Yeah, you are by calling into a radio show. Go work. Go get a job, will you?
Doing, Ronnie.
What do you do?
Your mother, that's what I do.
Oh, wow. When did you learn that, in high school?
Yep.
Hey, Ronnie, you mentioned that you were loaded. Did you say you were loaded before you got up on stage this time? And I know I saw you at it was Scores at the time in Vegas when you did your bathrobe act.
Right.
And
it wasn't my bathrobe act.
Okay.
They asked me to auction off a fucking goddamn robe.
Your bathrobe bit. And you were loaded. You were definitely loaded at that one. So I guess my question is, have you ever considered going up sober?
No.
And maybe being a little bit more coherent.
No, why? What are you, my agent now?
Well, I'm just saying that this appearance seems to be a universal
Dude,
failure.
It's a strip club, you stupid ass wipe.
Does it scare you to do your act sober?
What act? Stop saying it's an act. It's not a fucking act.
Yeah, a lot of people are accusing Ronnie, including the caller, of putting on some kind of act.
It's not an act.
Well, or your routine. Does it scare you to do your routine sober?
It's not a bit. I just go out there. If I'm drunk, I'm drunk. If I'm not, I'm not. It's not. I don't plan it. That's what I'm saying. It's not planned.
Well, maybe it should be planned.
No. Dude,
that's what I'm saying.
So that was all ad-libbed and spontaneous?
They don't want you to plan an act.
How do you know?
Did you have like a cheat sheet?
Yeah, I had a cheat sheet.
How do you know they don't want you to plan anything?
Because I talk to these people ahead of time.
Well, what do they say? What's sort of the pregame meeting?
Just come, have a good time.
Say yeah.
Come, have a good time. We'll call you up on stage, say hello to the crowd, throw out some T-shirts, and that's it. That's what I did. That's what I do.
See, I've done appearances like this where it gets weird for me because my feeling is the club really only wants the plugs that I'm going to be there. Then when I get there, I feel like sometimes I've been in positions where I feel like they don't even really want me to talk.
You've already done your job.
I've already done my job. They're like, yeah, go up and get out. And it's always a creepy feeling.
Yeah, Gary, I've seen you at the strip club, dude. And you don't have an act either. Like, you don't go up and tell jokes or anything. But I will tell you, I saw you at Frank's Chicken House or something one time, and it does go exactly like you described. You hopped up on stage, did a really long, like, runway stage.
Oh, that was Al's Diamond Cabaret.
All right, Al's Diamond Cabaret. And you walk down the runway, and you're like, hey, it's Baba Booey, and everyone recognizes Baba Booey, so they clap. And then you go, hey, we got lots of hot chicks here, Jenna Hayes or whoever was dancing as feature dancing. I'll be here all night. You get off stage, and then that's it. But I mean, I still think you could add more to that if you wanted.
I could, but I try not to because nobody. What are you going to start telling jokes at the strip club?
But my point is, Ronnie, just because they're not asking for more doesn't mean you can't go a little. People are paying you to do an event. I don't think they mean for you to get loaded and scream.
No, they do
incoherently on stage.
Because like 2 hours before this, telling me to sit down and do shots with them.
All right.
And by the way, mind your business.
Your business is on the radio.
You're not my business.
This is my business.
No, it's not.
You're talking about on the wrap-up show.
You think you know everything about everybody's life and critique everybody's life.
You said you were drunk. I suggested stay sober.
Who the fuck are you to critique anybody?
Who's anybody here to critique anybody?
Go sit at your desk like I tell you all the time with your Mickey Mouse ears on and leave me alone.
I'm professional enough that if someone hires me for a job, I don't get drunk.
Do I bother you? I don't bother you, man. Stay away from me and leave me alone.
Do your bald guy jokes that you did on the
Christ, man.
I'm just saying, maybe
Everybody
getting loaded.
has the same comment about you that you think you know everything.
I do think I know everything.
And you're in everybody's fucking business, man. What is it with you?
Ronnie, you brought the business in the air. I'm discussing what was just discussed on the wrap-up show. You brought the business
out. Nobody asked you to come in and talk about me. Nobody asked you.
I asked myself. No, I'm here to talk about you.
That's the problem.
All I heard was that you get drunk at people hire you for shit and you get loaded.
Dude,
you get loaded.
Go back to your office because you don't belong here during this conversation. Nobody asked you to come in.
Can you sit up? I can't see you over
Goodbye. So long.
It's a very high counter here.
It's been nice seeing you. Thanks for the comments, okay? I'll take it all into consideration.
Is this your act or have to wait till you get loaded and yell at me?
Right, exactly. Yeah, I'm loaded now.
Yeah. You might be. I don't know. That's apparently how you do your job.
I just had 10 shots.
People fly you out to Vegas and then you repay them by getting loaded before you even take the stage.
That's right. Yeah. Well,
hey, it's Ronnie. I'm drunk.
I guess you must be jealous. You don't get paid that big money to do it, huh?
I wish somebody would pay me to drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe come up with an act. Maybe
Ronnie the Pro. Maybe I'll tell you what. Why don't you find a strip club that isn't owned by your friend, and then maybe you'll see which strip club hires you.
Believe me, I've been called by other strip clubs. I don't do other.
Would you franchise your act like Gallagher?
I don't do other strip clubs. Okay, I've been called by other strip clubs.
Yo, it's Ronnie TLD. What's up? I'm drunk.
That's right.
You mean like Mun 2?
Are you done, Jason?
This side of the Mississippi, that side.
Are you done now?
Nah.
Go worry about somebody else's business now.
Well, we're talking about your business.
Well, no, nobody asked you.
You jumped on the air with Pete's business this morning. Now I'm in your business.
Nobody asked you to come in and talk about my business.
Nobody asked anybody to come in here and talk about anything.
Whatever, dude.
Jason, are you jealous of Ronnie's success in this business?
I'd say, I never thought about it, but yeah, I wish somebody would hire me to do strip clubs. Yeah, hell yeah. I thought, sure, absolutely.
Who else here would you say, Ronnie, is jealous of you having these sorts of gigs? And
nobody. Where is this coming from?
I just asked Jason. He had said he was.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
I would say everyone is. I mean, it's a great gig. I'm sure it pays well, and
it does
I'm sure
pay
you have
very
a lot
well.
of fun.
I don't go around angry at Ronnie,
it pays very well, and Rick's has been real good to me.
If you ask me, I'd love to get hired for a job like that.
And it pays off for them. I mean, you do a good job. It gets on the.
And listen, if Rick's Tootsies you hire me, I'll only get stoned. I will not get drunk, and I will do a fucking awesome job.
Yeah, okay. That's great. I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you for throwing your hat in the ring there, Chase.
No problem.
Greg in Toronto, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hi. I actually own a strip club up here. I'd like to hire Ronnie to stay the fuck away from my club.
Hey, I'm Pete the Intern. On Thursday's wrap-up show, we'll deal with the fact that I was in the studio talking about my Tourette's, and as well as having problems getting a date. So check it out.
Pete had a second big day in the studio today, Will.
Yes, he did.
And it was all about his dating preferences. Now, were you surprised at where Pete decided to draw the line when it came to who he'd be willing to date?
Well, I appreciated that he kept his options open. You know, he was willing to date almost anybody. What was it? Dead people, dead women, and AIDS patients?
Dead women, there was an AIDS patient there.
What else?
There was a cancer patient.
You said you'd do the cancer patient. Or dated cancer patient, right?
Yeah, the AIDS I thought was what you said no to. Pete.
Actually, the AIDS patient I said no to.
Yeah, right. That and a dead girl. But everything else was fair game, right?
Right. Everything else, pretty much.
And now that you've been in there a couple days, do you get nervous around Howard, or do you feel comfortable when you're in there?
I feel I feel comfortable actually. There is kind of a little nervous effect, but it goes away quickly. You know, it's I feel at ease being in there.
Now, somebody noticed your wardrobe today. You actually matched what Gary's wearing. Did you do that on purpose, or was that just a coincidence?
Actually, this was just a coincidence. I just happened to. We just happened to match today. You know.
Now, if you missed Pete on, Howard is trying to hook Pete up and wanted to sort of get a better idea of what he'd be willing to do or not do. And here's a little bit of that segment. It's number 2, Ted.
Would you date a terminally ill cancer patient?
Terminally ill cancer
Go ahead.
patient?
And just answer this question. I'm trying to get the parameters.
But
here.
she's hot.
Yeah, she's super hot.
Yes.
Yeah, you would date. You would. All right. She's got 5 years to live, but super hot.
5 years to live?
Right.
What's super hot?
Super hot, like looks like Angelina Jolie or Megan Fox.
And she wants you.
Right.
Sure.
You will date her.
Sure.
What if she has full-blown AIDS?
No.
No?
You're not dating her?
I don't want to subject myself to that, you know.
No?
Yeah.
Looks like Megan Fox. Got full-blown AIDS.
That's tough.
Now, Pete, when you're thinking these things through, like, what's going through? How are you ranking them? Are you thinking, oh, Megan Fox, that's the top thing, or what are you looking for, and what are you not looking for in a possible future mate?
Well, I'm looking for just a decent all-American girl, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, someone who won't treat me like shit, and for one, and you know. Someone just who would think that I'm a decent guy, you know.
And it sounded
somebody
like
who would look past the Tourette's.
And it sounded like
but that's hard to do.
And it sounded like you gave these all serious thought, like all these options you sort of thought through.
Yeah, I thought most of them through, you know. And,
well, clearly though, conversation isn't that important because you said yes to the blinker, right? The girl that could only say yes and no with her eyes.
I did, but conversation is pretty important to me.
But
so.
no, but you don't. I don't know if you got what Howard meant. Well, Howard meant that she could communicate to him like by blinking.
Right, I got that.
Like because he didn't want the totally girl that he couldn't.
But that's kind of yes and no. You're limited to, right?
Yeah, but he can still. I mean, you know, it's still communicating.
Yeah, but just not in a conversational way, you know.
Right.
Sort of going by like.
And you could easily say like, "Oh, I thought she was saying yes," you know.
But you know, with my tics, it could work. You know, that could mean something. You know, so I don't know.
Hey, what is your? You know, we gave you all the range of like, would you do this? Would you do that? But if it was up to you, and you were talking about the physical aspects, what's your ideal physical type like?
I like my. Ideally, would be someone my height, around 5'6", 5'7", maybe give or take. You know, brunette. I like brunettes. You know, somebody petite, like I said. You know, I mean, just somebody like that.
Is that what you're? Because you mentioned you're really attracted to your cousin. Is that what she looks like?
Yeah, she does. She does.
Are you more of a boobs man or ass man?
I'm a little greedy, man, when it comes to that. So I'll take both. But if I had probably gun to my head, I would say I'm a boobs man.
Now that it came out on the air, will you openly ask your cousin out?
I don't think I can ever get to that point because her boyfriend will kick my ass.
Not to mention your uncle.
And that's a little tough, yeah.
Those guys can get in the way
that's
sometimes.
Like borderline incest anyway, so I don't know if I can do that.
Well, I don't know about that. But
yeah, I don't know if it's borderline.
Keith in New Jersey, you're on.
That's a tough one. I don't know.
Keith, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I think Pete, first of all, I think he's a great addition to the show. I can't get enough of him. Does he have any physical picks besides the staring that Howard was talking about?
Yes. Yes,
oh,
I
wow.
do. They're all like.
I can't wait to see you on Howard TV, man.
They're all hand movements and neck ticks.
A lot of neck twitches
like
and.
Yeah.
Wow.
I flip around. I flip around papers a lot, and